Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, hustlers, makers, and content creators, welcome to another Mobile Sunday. Today, I'm answering your mobile creator questions, your mobile YouTuber questions. If you got questions about apps, you have questions about the best apps to edit your videos, the best phones, anything about mobile stuff, anything about YouTube, I've got answers for you today. If you do have a question, head down to the description. I've got a link down there, or look at the pinned comment. There's a form that you need to fill out. That's going to guarantee that I actually see your question. If you don't fill it out in the form, and it is first come, first serve, then I can't guarantee that I'm going to see your question. But let's start this off by saying, how's everybody doing? James Pruitt, the fat guy, how you doing? October Scorpio, how you doing? Fully involved media group, how are you? Nurse Flipper, how you doing? Matt Hayes, how you doing? I saw Dr. Stin in here somewhere. Doug Houston YT is in the house. How's everybody doing? Where are you watching from? How was your week? Getting crazy out there. Hey, Sweeney Dunson, Pixelpia, how you doing? How was your week? And Pete Johns, how you doing, sir? The gang is all here. I love it. I haven't been live on this channel in about 2 weeks. I've been in internet hell, absolute internet hell, but now I've got this sorted out and we're back up and running. The show must go on, as they say. Hey, Scully's House of Thriller, how you doing? Man, so I'm experimenting with some new gear. So I've got this main shot right here. I've got this shot right here because people are always asking, hey, what are you doing? How are you triggering your sound and all of that stuff? And then I've got my overhead shot here where I'm using my Samsung, kind of showing you the overhead of the Rodecaster and the new A10 Mini, little hand model thing going on here to show you this little job right here. And this is what I'm actually using as a camera switcher, which is pretty cool. I'm pretty excited. I'm still trying to figure all this stuff out, placement, lighting, all of that good stuff. Everybody hit that like button. You got it. Hey, Christina, how you doing? How you doing? Pick and roll. Nice to see you in here. Oh man. Yeah, I've been, let me tell you something. Like, you think it's not a big deal. You're like, oh, I could lose my internet, or the internet doesn't bother me. And then your internet goes down you don't have internet for like 2.5, 3 weeks, where it's just barely enough to even open your Gmail. And it turns you on your head, flips you upside down. You love seeing me from all angles, right? What? And we got this one right here. And we're back. Yeah. Okay, so what we're going to do, because I see more and more people are filling in right now, I'm going to answer all your questions tonight. Head down to the description or look at the pinned comment. I've got a link. Link's going to open up a form. Drop your question in the form, please. It is first come, first serve. I'm only going to get through so many of them tonight. And they're actually piling up right now. So I'm going to go ahead and get into it. But first, I want to say today's stream is brought to you, as it is every single week, by TubeBuddy, the #1 browser plugin and growth app for YouTubers. Every single time. I feel like I don't even need to say this, because if you've been part of my channel for any time at all, you know that you should you should have TubeBuddy. TubeBuddy's going to help you get the right titles, find the right keywords. If you have access to a computer, it can help you A/B test your thumbnails. It's a fantastic tool to have if you're a YouTuber. Link down below to that. And today's show is also brought to you by StreamYard. That's what I'm live streaming with right now. This works on your iPad, on your iPhone, on your Android. It works on your computer, Mac, PC. It doesn't matter. It is browser-based, so it works everywhere. And I got a link down below to that as well. And if you want to bring guests onto your show and do interviews and that sort of thing, or do something cool like this and pull comments up on the screen, you do this with StreamYard. Dr. Stan, how you doing, sir? Hope you're doing well. It's not live. Nope, it's not. This is a recorded show. Thanks for hanging out. Pixelpia coming in with the first $5 super chat of the day, wanting to get the funk going. Let's get it going. Oh yeah,
super chat.
$5 super chat funk, getting it started. I love it. I love it. I love it. Yeah, so that's how this works. When you a super chat, obviously, will jump your question to the front of the line if you have a question, and it also plays some music. So, hey, Sammy, how you doing, buddy? Paul Peck, Drywall Tube, how you doing? Did I see Roger Wakefield in here? Where's he at? The man, the myth, the legend, Mr. Roger Wakefield, ladies and gentlemen, says, why didn't I get notified? I'm out eating dinner in Oklahoma City and stopped to say hello, sir. Have a great trip. Stay safe out there. I saw some pictures. You went out and gave a presentation at an event. So I'm in safe travels home, Roger. Enjoy that dinner. All right. So what we're going to do, guys, these questions are piling up. So I want to jump into these as quickly as possible to make sure that all of your questions do get answered, because I haven't went live in the past 2 weeks on this channel. So here we go. First question from Matt Hayes, who says, I'm closing in on 4,000 subscribers. Man, congratulations. Despite having zero photo or editing skills, I've got a great deal. Oh, I got a great deal on the Adobe Suite on Black Friday. My videos are mainly talking head and podcast, where StreamYard effects do all the hard work for me. Do you think it's worth putting in a lot of effort into learning how to use Photoshop and Premiere Pro? That is a fantastic question. Is it worth it? It depends on what your future goals are. I think you need to learn how to edit no matter what. It doesn't matter what software you're using. The better of an editor you become, the better you're going to, have long-term success in terms of being able to tell a story and organizing your content in a way where people stay interested, right? So you need to learn how to edit. The software or the app that you use, it doesn't really matter. So if you're using something right now and you're efficient with it, I would say keep using it, right? If you get into more advanced needs, like you need to do motion tracking and stuff like that, yeah, then look at Adobe Premiere. In terms of Photoshop, I don't know what you're using right now, but Photoshop is pretty much the granddaddy, the grand poobah of graphic programs. There's quite a learning curve there. So again, if you need advanced graphic editing, look at Photoshop. But if you're happy with where you're at right now, I think you can stay where you're at. All right, we got some more super chats coming in. Look at this. What are we going to hit for Christina? For Christina, let's hit this one. Oh yeah. Some Christina. Super chat. Christina Smallhorn. Oh yeah. I want to put on a leisure suit. Every time I hear that one, I want to put on a leisure suit and strut. Those of you who are around back in the 70s, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Just what camera are you using? The stream looks top notch. Thank you. This camera is a Sony ZV-1. It's a little pocket-sized camera that folds up because I've been traveling, and unfortunately, I started off streaming with my iPhone, but I was streaming for so long that my iPhone started to overheat. So I'm like, okay, well, I can't have that. And I picked up the Sony ZV-1, and I loved it so much, I picked up a second one. Now, I don't know if this camera is going to stay here. This is just where it's at the moment. So both of these are Sony ZV-1. Obviously, the closer it gets to you, the better it looks. And this camera right here, my overhead shot, this is just my old Samsung S9 that I'm running into the A10 Mini. This little fella right here, I'm just running it into here with an HDMI cable just to have an overhead shot, because I know that at one point people are going to ask me what I have. Or if I wanted to show you guys something on my phone, I can pull up my phone, show you the app that I'm talking about. Boy, look how dirty that is. I'm ashamed of myself. Look at that. Clean your screen, people. Screen your screen. What? Clean your screen. But thank you, Christina. Sony ZV-1. And we got another one right here. Keep up with the good work. Hiking with Sean. What's going on, man? Thank you so much for the $10 super chat. Super chat. Thank you. I love it. Thank you so much. All right, here. I'm going to jump back into the questions. Oh, that's right, October. Next question here that comes in is Elmer. Interesting name. Is it possible to record only the internal audio in Streamlabs? If you're talking about the Streamlabs app, I would say probably not. However, Doug Houston YT, who's in the chat, would probably have a more updated answer on that. I haven't dug into the app lately. The actual software, I believe you can, yes. And coming up soon, for those of you who use StreamYard, and this is huge news, huge news. If you use StreamYard, coming soon, and I don't have a date on this yet, and I need to hydrate because this is big news. Hold on. This is hydration news, hydration level news. If you use StreamYard, they're getting ready. Hey, Alight and what's going on? Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to get back to it here. We have to drop this one. This is the official soundtrack for Alight Motion, ladies and gentlemen. What's going on, Doug? Hope you are doing well in South Korea. Guys, listen, if you don't have Alight Motion and you're into motion graphics on your phone, shameless plug, this guy right here, talk to this guy. I could just play that all night long. So, StreamYard, coming soon, you're going to be able to download your audio only. So currently you can record your video, you can live stream, you can do it at the same time, but coming soon, you're gonna be able to download just your audio and in separate tracks. So let's say you have a video podcast, you're broadcasting it live or it's pre-recorded, you have your recorded video that you can download, you have your live stream that you can publish, and you can download the individual audio tracks. That's huge. That's absolutely huge. So if you are into podcasting, if you are into repurposing your content, you want to do something else with the audio for audio content, huge news for StreamYard. You're just here for the shameless plug, man. I get it. I get it. Yeah, so those of you who are just joining us, I have a questionnaire link pinned to the comment area, and there's also a link down in the description below. And I've got all of that stuff, all the questions that you're asking, I've got videos linked out down below. You can already, but can you download multiple tracks of it, right? So if you have like 2 people on, can you download individual tracks? Or they might have started rolling it out already. I just got the news and they said it's coming. So maybe you guys have it, but I know it's supposed to be like multiple tracks, right? So currently it's merged, if I understand correctly. And then what you're gonna be able to do is get them individually. Awesome possum. Right, but you haven't been able to separate the audio tracks. There's the difference. All right, next question. Did I answer Elmer? Yes, I did. All right, next question here. Next question comes from Joshua the Gamer. Okay, this is a problem for me, and it's been a problem for me. Okay, we've established it's a problem for you. The first thing I'm trying to do is get access to the live dashboard, which I cannot because I think the update knocked all that off. So I need to know, without going live, how to upload a live stream thumbnail. So whenever I go live. Okay, it sounds like you've got a problem with YouTube. This is way out of something that I can help you with. What I recommend doing, I don't know, are you doing this on a computer? You're on an Android phone. So I would restart your phone. I would clear the cache. I would do everything in your browser, try a different browser, and try to go in that way, because if you're not seeing the dashboard, then there's probably a cache issue with that. And make sure that you put your browser in desktop mode. I use Chrome for that. That seems to be the best. I go to my profile picture, click on, I believe it's a profile picture. Somewhere in the settings, you can put it in desktop mode on Chrome, and then it's gonna load up YouTube Studio for that. So make sure you clear your cache, restart your phone. That will fix a lot of the problems. If that doesn't fix it, reach out to YouTube on Twitter, @TeamYouTube. @TeamYouTube. Next question. Beats of the Heart, Lyrics of the Soul. Interesting name. Working on making YouTube shorts. Who's making YouTube shorts? Say yes if you're making YouTube shorts. Who's making YouTube shorts? Who's making YouTube shorts? I haven't uploaded any yet. I'm going to hold out a little bit, but I'm curious who's making shorts. Not wearing shorts, who is making YouTube shorts. And if you don't know what YouTube shorts are YouTube's answer to TikTok, right? TikTok is a short form platform. So is Instagram Reels, so is Dubsmash, so is Likey, so is Byte. Short form content, YouTube is throwing their hat in the short form content ring, and they're going to go head to head with TikTok and all these other short form platforms. If you are making, hey, Tesla Picker. So essentially the way it works is the video has to be shot vertically, and it just crushes my soul to talk about vertical content. But it is what it is. It's here. It's not going away, so I've accepted it. So it has to be vertical, and you have to make it 1 minute or less, 60 seconds or less, and either in your title or in your description, you have to put #shorts. And I'm just going to write that in there right there, #shorts. Now, the way it's supposed to work is when they officially roll out shorts to everyone. Currently, India has it, right? India has their own shorts camera. They have all this stuff already built into the phone. They're slowly rolling this out to the rest of the world. Some iOS users have it. Some people in Australia have it. I know some people in the US have it now. They're getting access to it. When you go to upload a short, it will say upload YouTube Shorts. Once everything gets completely rolled out, they are going to have their own shorts shelf, just like they do for stories. So as you're scrolling and you see stories, you're going to be able to see shorts. And on your own homepage of your channel, you can create a shorts playlist and add all of your shorts in there. So that's what shorts are. And back to answering that question. So I just started making YouTube shorts, and when I adjust video size to vertical, I find when I export the video, it will only export as vertical video. If I rotate all the elements in the video, not sure if this is just lack of knowledge of my editing software or something else. In the editor, I see full video and exported. I get the middle section of the vertical. Okay, so what you need to do, it's a little bit more than just turning. You have to make sure that the canvas that you are working on inside your video editor is 9:16, right? So this is 16:9. So if you have landscape format, this is 16:9. That's the ratio. When you turn it vertically, it now becomes 9:16. Okay, so whatever you're editing with, it doesn't matter if you're using an app or it doesn't matter if you're using desktop editing software, you have to make sure the canvas you're working on, the ratio is 9:16. And then when you turn it, you want to make sure that all of your video is actually sized down into that to fit. It's possible that you've turned it, but your video is larger, especially if you've shot in like 4K or something like that. So that could be the issue without actually digging in and seeing what exactly is happening on your end. That's the best answer I can give you. Hey, Justin, how you doing, man? Hey, Zane, it says, D, I don't have a work follow for shorts. I'm just repurposing a lot of stuff to TikTok and do one upload daily. There you go. There you go. Portrait. It breaks my, okay, so here's the thing, like short form content, it works vertically. It works vertically. Even going live works vertically, right? Because if somebody goes live on Instagram or something like that, or you go live on TikTok, it just makes sense to hold your phone vertically. Generally speaking, long form content though, I don't want to watch it vertically. Just like you don't want to go to the movies. You don't want to go to the cinema, sit in the cinema, pay like $12 for a seat and see a vertical video. You don't want to do that. You want to see a nice, big, wide, edge to edge video that takes up your entire peripheral vision. But short form content, yeah, it works. Hey, Ed, how you doing, buddy? I love making shorts. There you go. Do you know the Malayalam language? I do not. I do not. My language, I struggle to get through English. I know a little bit of Spanish. I know a little bit of Brazilian Portuguese. I know Thai. And those are the main things that I've got up inside this noggin. I can say hello in a whole lot of languages, though. All right, next question. Living on the borderline. Question is, as someone that is newly out as transgender, how would you suggest someone that is having to have such a large change? Wait, hold on. As someone that is newly out as transgender, how would you suggest someone that is having to have so much change in life? Wait for someone to say something and then ask the question. With the mental health channel, should I put a disclaimer that says something that we are talking about could be a trigger or considered adult material? Okay, sorry, I misunderstood the question. So you have a YouTube channel that is discussing mental health. And I'm gonna look at your channel right here just to make sure we're on the same page. Okay, yeah, so you have a mental health channel. So the question then is, how would you suggest someone that's having a hard time changing life? Wait for somebody to simply ask a question. With a mental health channel, should I put a disclaimer? So you got to kind of couple of questions here. I don't think you need to put a disclaimer on your videos that it could be a trigger or adult material. I mean, if you're talking about concepts that you believe someone under the age of 18 shouldn't listen to, You can age restrict your video, but looking at your channel here, I don't think that should, I don't think that falls under age restricted. And I don't, as an adult, I don't think that you should have to warn people, hey, we're going to talk about something that might trigger you. I don't think that either. I think, looking at your channel here, it looks like you're kind of doing your own thing. You're talking about the issues that you want to talk about. I think you should just keep going. The fact that if someone is newly out as a transgendered or whatever, you're a creator. You make content however you want to make content. And at the end of the day, you're making content to express yourself creatively. And at the same time, trying to connect to an audience, be it that one person or a million people, and you're trying to share your message or share your story or empower them or inspire them or whatever it is you need to do. So I think you just keep going. One foot in front of the other, You're asking, what do I suggest for someone that's having such a large change in life? One foot in front of the other. I wouldn't try to swallow too much at once, try to take on, all these different emotions and everything at one time. I would just put one foot in front of the other, one day at a time, and just keep on trucking, keep on making your videos, and just keep on going. That's what I've got for you. I'm here for the derail. Hey, Jesse, how you doing? How you doing? One of Gaming, how you doing? By the way, good luck with your channel. I think, man, especially now, 2020, this has been a rough year for a lot of people. So I think people addressing mental health, I think now is more important than ever. So, I think if you package things correctly and you identify with the right audience that you're trying to connect to, I think you're on the right track. 2020 and 2021 is going to be a rough year for a lot of people and beyond. Okay, Mr. JF4S7 asks the next question. What are your thoughts on reusing video ideas, and how do you feel that this would affect someone's channel? Reusing video ideas. I remake videos sometimes. A lot of people remake videos. So what happens is, let's say when you first started, you made a handful of videos and they didn't get a lot of traction. And truth be told, if you're new to the platform, your videos probably weren't very good. My early videos were not very good. Most people in the chat, your early videos are not very good. But what happens is, as you become a better communicator, as you become more comfortable in front of the camera, maybe your audio improves, your lighting improves, your editing improves, your overall packaging improves, and your channel starts to build momentum and YouTube is putting you in front of the right audience, you might be able to look back and say, you know what? I'm in a different place now. I'm much better at telling my story or sharing my message, and I bet I can remake those videos and make them better than when I first started. So in that case, remake those videos. There's nothing wrong with that. There's absolutely nothing wrong with that. In terms of tutorials, something you're going to find on a lot of tutorial channels and a lot of education channels, especially with YouTube educators, is, and you're starting to see that now, and you're going to see this on my channel, you're going to see a flood of us remaking the same video about 2021, right? So I might have a video that says how to make a YouTube channel banner in 2019, and I think I skipped 2020 because YouTube is making changes. But now they've changed everything for the better. So you're going to get a new video, how to make a YouTube channel banner in 2021. How to make a YouTube thumbnail in 2021, and so on and so forth. So yeah, remake those videos because you're better now. You're better now. And your channel's in a different place too. Next question, Billy's Big Top. Yeehaw. For making biographies, VLLO or KineMaster. I want to do special effects, making historical figures walk, etc. I would say neither. If you are wanting to make motion graphics, I don't know, Doug, are you still in here with a light motion? My vids aren't very good, but I'm getting 1% better every time. Dude, you're awesome now. What are you talking about? You're jumping in 10% leaps. So what are you talking about? So there was somebody in here from the Alight Motion app. If you're wanting to do motion graphics, you're talking about making characters walk. Like you're going to have to cut them out. You're going to have to cut out the different pieces. You're going to have to use a video editing app that has motion graphics built into it. For that, I'd recommend a Light Motion. Now, you could use a Light Motion and you could use KineMaster. KineMaster is superior to VLLO. Okay, VLLO is great. It's a great app, especially it's considering it's free. But if you want full features in an app, you want KineMaster. You want to make historical figures walk, you're going to need something like a Light Motion. Or if you do that in KineMaster, you're going to have to do an unbelievable amount of keyframing. So that's really the main thing that you're looking for with any of these apps, because you're talking about making somebody walk, is keyframing. Any app that allows keyframing is going to help you with that. But there's going to be quite a learning curve, but you can do it, man. You've got this. Just like everything else, practice makes perfect. I just watched Roger's dodgy plumber video last night. I loved it. So Roger, here's a funny thing. So the new location that we're in here, we have 3 bathrooms in this condo, and there's all sorts of plumbing issues in here. The toilets the showers are fine. We've got fine water pressure. Like take a shower, water pressure is good. Sink, water pressure is good. The bathroom sinks, the water pressure is good. The toilets, they don't want to flush. They don't want to flush, and water doesn't go into the toilets very well. Even if I adjust the dial down up underneath it to let more water come in, water just doesn't come in. They're hard to flush. They're always getting clogged. And the pipes, we have piping up because we're in a condo. I guess when somebody takes a shower or flushes a toilet or does something upstairs, man, we get all these crazy pipe noises. And every single time the toilet doesn't flush, every single time I hear a pipe noise, I think Roger Wakefield. I think Roger Wakefield. So I'm laying in bed at night, 4 o'clock in the morning, and I get woken up by some pipe noise in my roof, and I'm thinking Roger Wakefield. Oh, I love it, man. I love it. D just said, do poo. I didn't say poo. Did not. Did not. But that's branding for you. That is branding. Like, that's legit branding. I'm laying in bed. I hear pipe noises in Mexico. And the first thing that comes to my mind is not, damn those people upstairs. The first thing in my mind is Roger Wakefield. Where are you, Roger Wakefield? I bet you could fix this. Oh, man. All right, next question. Comes from Pete Johns. Hey, Pete, how many social media platforms do you think creators should be active on? Great question. And how much time do you spend engaging and building your brand on social media? Fantastic question. Okay, fun fact. Today, I just deleted I didn't delete it on my desktop. On my phone today, I deleted Facebook, I deleted LinkedIn, and I deleted Reddit on my phone today. I found that they were taking up too much time. They were distracting. I didn't, I open up Facebook and, I'm seeing all this crazy stuff on there. I was like, I just don't want that on my phone. I want to be able to get up and enjoy my day. And like, if I'm going to answer comments or something, I don't want to get a message or something that I get tagged in. I'm just going to delete this stuff. And it felt great. I feel like I could fly. I feel like I could fly. It was great. Okay. Hold on. At least you're not thinking of me in the shower. I didn't say I wasn't. I didn't say, I said we had good water pressure, Roger. I didn't say you were not on my mind when I was in the shower. I didn't say that. But the funny thing is, tonight, now I am going to think it. I'm going to be scrubbing what left of whatever I've got hair up here. And I'm going to be like, Roger Wakefield. Oh, Roger. Oh, man, I see this stream is off to a great start. Oh, my goodness, I love it. So now everyone in here is going to be thinking about Roger Wakefield tonight while they're in the shower. There you go, Roger. You're welcome. You are welcome, sir. So to answer your question about how many social media platforms you think creators should be active on, I think you should be active on the ones that you're interested in. I find it... Okay, I'm going to back up for a second. If you have a team of people who can handle that for you, or maybe somebody, just a dedicated person, be everywhere. That's their job. But if you're handling everything on your own, I think, be active on the ones that you like. For me, I found that if I was forcing myself to try to be active on a platform that I just couldn't get into, I didn't want to do it. It made it not fun. And what I'm trying to do right now, and that's one of the reasons I deleted those apps today, is I started to think about, what are things that are happening right now with social media, with my career as a creator? Like, what are all the things that are happening that are causing me stress, that are causing me frustration, that are irritating me for whatever reason? And I thought about, you know what, I'm just going to make a list and I'm going to start just wiping these things out. Like, I just want to get back to like focusing on having a good time, enjoying myself, and not getting caught up in social media nonsense. So when it comes to that, wherever you want to be, I don't think there's a rule of, you're going to hear different people say, oh, you need, try two, or, try to be on 4 things, try to be on 3. Be where you want to be. You know what I mean? If whatever platforms you enjoy, go be on those platforms. I don't think there's a hard rule on that one. I don't think there's a hard rule on that one at all. I need to go, but this stream's getting weird really fast, man. It's getting weird. Thank God for a great team. Yeah, I mean, Roger's got a team, and that's really the thing, But if you have someone that's dedicated, and obviously I know if you guys are just getting started and you're not building that momentum yet, I don't have anybody handling my social media yet. It's coming. It's coming really soon, because I can't, like Roger's, I am better off focusing on making my videos, focusing on live streaming, focusing on my other assets that make me money. Like, that's where my focus is better. Now, I'm happy to answer comments and stuff like that, but in terms of just engaging on social media and trying to make sure that I'm posting, okay, I need to post on Instagram. Okay, now I need to make a post over here, and I need to make a post. I don't want to do that. I would much rather have someone and pay them and just like, hey man, look, just keep me relevant on social media. Let me make content and you just keep me relevant. Yeah, thank God for a team. It's coming, man. I'm getting up there myself. Social media can derail you from what you need to be doing. Yeah, absolutely. And that's one of the reasons I deleted. Like I said, I didn't delete it off my desktop, but my thought is, instead of checking Facebook 10 times a day on my phone, when I'm just like, go sit on the toilet. Oh, now I'm opening Facebook, or I'm waiting for, the microwave to finish, and I pull up my phone and I'm on Reddit. I'm just like, you know what? Like, that time could just be spent so much better being productive. So now I'm going to limit my time when I sit down in front of my computer. All right, you've got X amount of time to handle Facebook, handle that, handle Reddit, handle this, handle that. Hey, Pam, how you doing? I got caught up in the hustle culture and tried to be everywhere. It didn't go well. Yeah, man, for like a one-man, one-woman show, that's tough. I don't think it works. You know what? And I know those of you who are a little bit older probably agree with me here. I'm old enough and I've been through enough to where if this isn't fun, if this isn't enjoyable, and it starts getting into just like a grind of just like, man, I don't want to answer these comments. I don't want to have to open all these social media apps. Like, I'm too old for that. Like, I just want to enjoy myself. You know what I mean? Like, when I was younger, I would have definitely been in the trenches grinding that out. But now at my age, I just want to have fun. I want to enjoy myself and just get the content out there and go live and just, explore the things I want to explore without having to think, oh my God, I got to open up LinkedIn, or, oh my God, I need to make I need to make an Instagram post, or I don't want to think that. I just want to think, you know what? Like, when I want to do it, I want to do it. When I don't want to do it, I don't want to do it. And I don't want to feel that pressure. Don't want to feel the pressure. And the second part of your question, how much time do you spend engaging and building your brand on social media? So really, I'm the most active on Twitter. And I don't even use that for branding purposes so much as I just really enjoy a lot of the people that I interact with there. I think Twitter's, Gary Vee says it the best, Twitter's kind of like the cooler or the coffee room at your business. I love the people that I interact with for the most part. I've had to add a ton of filters. I've had to add a ton of filters on Twitter to get rid of a bunch of crazy people. But now that it's cleaned up for the most part, I really enjoy the conversations over there. So for me, I think YouTube is probably the place I'm putting most of my effort, and you'll see in 2021, I'm going to ramp those efforts up. Fingers crossed. So, you know, I think in terms of reward for the time I put in versus the reward, for me, it's YouTube. For some people, it might be LinkedIn, right? Depending on what your business is. So it depends. Oh, we get a super chat. We get a super chat. We get a super chat.
Super chat.
Thank you so much, Fixing It Blind, for the $5 super chat. It says, how to gain subscribers on a small engine repair channel. I'm going to see if I can find you really quick. Hold on. Fixing It Blind. Fixing It Blind. So it looks like you've got 132 subscribers. What do you got here? It looks like you've been uploading. Yeah, you've got a handful of videos, but it looks like you've done the most work over the 3 months. Looks like you're kind of back and forth. Okay, so here's what you do. And this really applies to anyone. One, be more consistent, right? So you've got like a 6-month-old video, a 4-month, a 3-month, and you didn't do anything for a while, and then you're uploading a lot. So try to come up with a consistent upload schedule, even if it's only, you know, once a week or once every other week. But try to get some level of consistency going, right? Do that first and foremost. Secondly, don't think in terms of, I need to get subscribers. Think in terms of, I want to help as many people as possible. I want to share my story with as many people as possible. I want to share my message with as many people as possible. I want to inspire as many people as possible, right? Think like that and make your videos for the people, right? Are you actually teaching people? What are you doing here? You're doing, your snowblower won't start. Hold on here. Okay, so you've got a video for a week ago. MTD snowblower won't start, easy carburetor replacement. Okay, so if you do a slight shift in the way you're actually making your titles, instead of just saying my snowblower won't start, easy carburetor replacement, you could make something that someone's actually searching for, and you're going to have to do your research to see how people are searching for this. And you can do this by going to the YouTube search bar or the Google search bar and start typing in start typing in keyword phrases, how to fix a snowblower or something like that. It's going to give you it's going to give you a drop down of all these search queries. These are search queries that people are actually looking for. So in this situation, my snowblower won't start, easy carburetor replacement. So this title might be better if it's something along the lines of, I don't know if MTD is a brand or not. I don't know, but let's say it is. How to fix an MTD snowblower carburetor. Something along those lines. You're going to have to actually research to see what people are looking for. But since you're doing fix-it type things, you've got this like how to fix a leaking carburetor fuel leak. Okay? Then you went really long on that one. You might not know about a 1983 Yamaha Maxim XS400 Part 2. The titling is all wrong. What it should have said is something like how to fix a carburetor on a 1983 Yamaha Maxim XS400, right? Craft all of these titles where you're you're showing people how to fix it. They need to be how-to, right? It's all about how you title things. So learn how to craft your titles. Use the YouTube search bar for that or the Google search bar. Start typing in keyword phrases. You get the drop downs. That's what people are searching for. Make those videos. Now, how do you get them to subscribe? That's what you're actually asking here. You get them to subscribe by satisfying them, right? So if they're searching for something, how do I fix a carburetor on this Yamaha? And they find your video. They click, you don't waste their time, you get right into it. You teach them how to fix the carburetor and they learn something, there's a really good chance they're going to subscribe to you, right? Give them what they clicked for, and there's a good chance that they're going to subscribe to you. Now, that doesn't mean that you can't ask them to subscribe. That doesn't mean you can't put a graphic on your screen that says, hey, remember to subscribe if you like the content. You can even say that too, but don't Don't go into some huge long thing about asking them to, begging them to subscribe. For example, let's say you are going to ask them to subscribe and they landed on a video about how to fix a carburetor on a Yamaha. So when you do ask them to subscribe, tell them why they should subscribe. If you want to learn more about how to fix a carburetor and other things, hold on. Let me see what else you're doing on your channel first. Or you could just say something like, if you want to learn how to fix engines and rebuild carburetors and more stuff like what you just watched, hit the subscribe button followed by the notification bell, right? Tell them exactly what they're going to get if they subscribe to your channel. And I just pulled that one out on my backside because I wasn't sure exactly what all you had on your channel, but it looks like you're fixing engines. So tell them, if you want to learn more about rebuilding engines, hit the subscribe button. But nothing is going to get people to subscribe faster than satisfying them, right? Well, I'm looking for how to rebuild a carburetor. I watched this video. This guy taught me how to rebuild a carburetor. It was fantastic. He was everything, this guy just explained it to me so easily. Subscribe. On the flip side, if your editing's terrible, you take too long to get into it, maybe you're mumbling, maybe your audio is terrible, they're probably not going to watch much of your video and they're probably not going to subscribe. So satisfy the person watching your video and they're going to subscribe. Satisfaction work. Yeah, I mean, look at this guy right here. So, Roger Wakefield's a great example. And yeah, I love when Roger comes in here because I can use him as an example for everything. He's a plumber. Roger Wakefield is a plumber. You're building engines, right? Not terribly different, right? Go look at Roger Wakefield's channel. And okay, go look at his older videos. The stuff that he's doing now is a little bit different. He's doing reaction videos to TikTok. It's still plumbing, but he's going after a different audience right now, and he's doing something different. But go back and look at his how-to videos, and look at those and just see how he structures the videos. I mean, he's smashed 200,000 subscribers now. He's completely blown up his channel because he gets it. He's satisfying the viewers. Subscribers are going to come. Subscribers are going to come. People want to chase subscribers. They want that reward for all the hard work that they do. Look, everybody in here, I know how much hard work you put in. I know how much hard work everybody puts into this. I know it. Everybody in here is doing their best. I know you are. But even though we're all doing our best, sometimes we lack the skills necessary, and that just comes through practice, right? Video after video after video after video. We lack the skills necessary to package the thing that we just worked on to satisfy the viewer, right? So instead we're thinking, oh, we need to chase the subscriber number. How do I get subscribers? How do I get subscribers? How do I get subscribers? And you're forgetting the main thing, and that's that human beings are watching, not beans, human beings, people are watching your videos. If you make videos that people like to watch, that people are satisfied when they finish watching the video, they're going to subscribe to you, right? Satisfy the viewer, you'll never have to worry about subscribers. So shift your focus, stop thinking about subscribers, and think about how can I make the best video possible? How can I help as many people as possible? How can I educate as many people as possible? How can I inspire as many people as possible? How can I lift up or make as many people laugh as humanly possible? How can I be the best gamer that the world has ever seen, right? Focus your shift on that. You'll never have to worry about subscribers. I promise you that. Promise you that. Human beings. Yes. Hey, Matt, how you doing, buddy? Haven't seen you in a long time. Oh, man. Hey, man, what's going on, Mark? Roger Wakefield has really good talk at Vid Summit this year. Man, I hate that I wasn't able to go through with that. Everybody had, so the funny thing about that is I was on the roster to speak, and everybody had to speak in front of the big Vid Summit backdrop, and I wasn't informed of that until 3 days before they needed the all the content, and they were like, "Hey, can you get this Vid Summit thing printed in 3 days?" I'm like, "I'm in Mexico in the middle of a pandemic. Sorry, can't do it." And I got pulled, but that's cool. I totally understand. That was funny. Human beanie draws. You got it, man. You got it. That's all you have to do. Yeah, that's right. And Dr. Stan's another one. You know, go look at any channel that's succeeding. Any channel that is like massively succeeding, look at how they structure their body of work, their content. It's for the most part, you know, unless they're vloggers or something like that, but utility type channels and that sort of thing, all the content is interchangeable. So I can go to Dr. Stin's channel if I want to learn about dieting or how to get, you know, in better shape or take care of my body. I know that I can go binge watch his content, video after video after video after video, because he's made his his channel a destination for health and wellness. Every piece of content he has is about health and wellness. Roger Wakefield, every piece of content he has is about plumbing. Even his reaction videos where he's reacting to TikTok plumbing videos, it's still about plumbing. He's not teaching me about plumbing, but it's still about plumbing. He's a plumber, right? It all works. You want the right fit. They not only need to subscribe to you, you want them to be active and watch, comment, etc. Yeah, and that's key, right? If you satisfy them and you can satisfy them repeatedly, they will become part of your community. Now, there are some situations where, and you know, tutorial type channels, we have this problem a lot where, so a channel like mine, a lot of my traffic is search-based. And that's really great if you're starting out, right? If you're starting out, search-based traffic is fantastic traffic to get started. It's kind of the easiest way to do it. But with tutorials, a lot of times you continue to get search-based traffic. And with that, you don't necessarily get the size of the community that you want, even though you might get a lot of subscribers. But like, I'll have people who will come and subscribe to my channel because they just wanted to learn one thing. Like, oh, I just wanted to learn how to turn on dark mode on my iPhone. I don't care about the rest of the stuff. They subscribed and they're not really an active community member. They just came in for that one video. So there's a downside to that as well. And Paul Peck, here's another one, right? Paul Peck, he hangs drywall. Entire channel about hanging drywall. Go look and see what he's doing. I stalked Dr. Stan Ekberg. So much to learn. Yeah, man. I'm so happy all you guys are here. Hey, Artfully Blind with Diana. How you doing? You just did a YouTube blind community live stream today. Right on. Do you guys hear those fireworks out there? There's something. Mexico is, I don't know what it is, but they love their fireworks. They love their fireworks at 7 a.m. They love their fireworks at 4 a.m. They love their fireworks at 5 p.m. And they don't even like the person that's letting off fireworks. Can you hear those? They're not even like, you know, the explosive visual fireworks. They're just things that fly up and go boom. That's it. All day long. For weddings, for parties. It's December. It's 5 p.m. Tacos arrived. Oh, man. I had to fix my coffee machine once. Subscribe to a channel. Now my feed is full of coffee machine repairs. Yep, there you go. Hey, Mike Banduzzi. How you doing, man? Makes me think of the movie The Mexican. Yeah, I'm living it, brother. I'm living it. Yes, dead subs. You got it. Hey, welcome to the channel, man. Thanks for subscribing. I appreciate that. If you're a mobile content creator, head over to my video tab and just start looking for all the videos that can help you. I talk about video editing apps, how to make thumbnails, how to upload your videos. I talk about tips and strategies, everything that you can do so you can be a mobile live streamer or a mobile YouTuber. Hey, Matt, how you doing? You guys are getting creepy in here, man. You're getting creepy. All right, next question. All right, next question is from the Roblox twins. How do I change my YouTube name? Okay, that's not something I can verbally walk you through, but here's what you do. You go to Google, google.com, go to the search bar. How do I change my YouTube name? And they're going to walk you right through how to do that. That's not something I can verbally tell you how to do because they've been changing things too. They've changed how you add your channel banner. They've changed your profile picture. They've changed how you organize your homepage. They've had a facelift. And I have to remake all of my videos because I have all these old videos that they're not relevant anymore. And the funny thing is, the more I have videos that are no longer relevant for reasons unknown, YouTube promotes them more. So I have a handful of videos right now that are just on fire, and YouTube is promoting them, but they're not relevant anymore. They're out of date. So you can imagine how fun the comment section is. Pretty much getting called every name in the book. You're a liar. This is clickbait. It's like, no, thanks, YouTube. Don't think your small channel isn't valuable. I'm not sure if I caught the front end of that, but this is true. Listen, every single channel on the platform, I don't care if you just started today or if you've been at this for 5 years, your content is valuable. Your content is valuable. And people have this thing about view counts and subscribe counts, and they say things like, I only have 10 subscribers, or I only have 25 subscribers, or I'm only getting 10 views, or I've only got 25 views, you know. Those are people. Those are people who found you, who like your content. They watched your video. Every single one of those subscribers, be it 1 or 5 or 10, 20 or 100, those are people who like you. Imagine walking out onto the street, right? And trying to get 25, 30, 40, 50, 100 people to gather around you to listen to what you had to say. You wouldn't be able to do it. You know, but something happens on social media where it's like, oh, I only have 50 subscribers. I'm embarrassed. I'm going to hide my subscriber count. No, man, you make good content. I mean, we can all improve our content, but like if people are subscribing at any rate, like you're on the right path. Just keep going, keep improving, keep learning the skills to get better. You'll get there. Justin Brown, unless you're this dude, Justin knows it all. Hey, listen, for those of you guys who don't know, Justin Brown is having a live workshop tomorrow. It's free. So Justin, drop the link to your live workshop. Go ahead and drop that link in there. I believe you should be able to drop that. It's totally free. Justin's going to walk you through all the important things that you need to know for making videos, content, YouTube, all that sort of thing. It's free, and Justin is like, he's the best of the best of the best. So go ahead and drop that link. For some reason, Justin, I believe that you're modded. I just want to make sure. Hold on. There it is. Boom. Primalvideo.com. Here, I'm actually going to highlight that. Here it is, primalvideo.com/live workshop. You do have to register. You have to register for this. It is time sensitive. And believe me, if you're going to do anything tomorrow on the internet, you need to be part of this. It is free. Roger Wakefield, brother. Dude, I don't know what music I'm going to play for that. We're going to play a couple. Let's start with, let's do this one. I get up and dance, but I don't have pants on. Man. Super chat. Yeah. That's what I'm talking about. Super chat. Thank you, Roger. Thank you, man. Thank you so much, Roger, man. Much appreciated, brother. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So funny thing is I'm like, I'd stand up, but I don't have pants on. And I lost like 15 viewers, like instantly. Oh, I have pants on. Come on. Or do I, Roger? Thank you, man. Much appreciated. Oh, man. That's so funny. Roger creates amazing content on all the platforms. Truly, he's everywhere. And I love that, you know. I love that. All right, next. Can you guys hear that? It sounds like a war going on outside. Do you hear that? If I didn't know better, I would think that there's like a gun battle going on, but it's not. They're just lighting off fireworks. They light off fireworks all day long. So we're like on top of a really big hill. I wouldn't call it a mountain, but it's almost a mountain. We're on the top, and there's like a valley that goes down, and then like somewhere down in the valley, they're letting those off, so it's echoing. So it's like a mountain, big valley, then it goes back up. So it just echoes. It echoes through the valley. You can't hear it? Okay. You heard a little bit. Okay. All I'm hearing is no pants. Yeah, well, that's all you would hear. You can't hear the fireworks. Okay. Oh, we got another one. Super chat. Thank you, Justin. 30-day reviews. Says, I'm about to hit 100 views on a video today. The last time it happened, it dropped as soon as it hit that 100. Have you seen this happen as well? So are you saying that your video is going up, you're about to hit 100 views, and then it just died off? Is that what you're trying to say? What could be happening is, if I understand you correctly, and I'll keep an eye out here in the chat to see, what could be happening is the video is going out, your subscribers are interested in this video, and then after your subscribers see it, based on how they reacted to the video, YouTube could kill it after that. Or if your subscribers are not watching it, YouTube's put it in front of a group of people and they're not reacting positively, right? Or they put it out in front of a very small group of people and those people reacted positively. Then they put it out in front of another small group of people and maybe those people didn't react as positively, so they just started to kill off the video. That doesn't mean that it won't pick up in a week or two or 3 months from now. Yes, that's what happened. It's like clockwork just about a day after it died. Yeah, so it's probably one of those scenarios. I mean, really, the YouTube algorithm is following the audience, right? They're positioning our videos based on how people respond to the videos. And as soon as we publish a video, those people are shown that video. Might only be 5 people, but they're putting that out in front of sample groups. All right, let's try this out here in front of this small group of people, this small group of people here. And as people react positively, it goes and it gets shown out to more groups. If they react negatively, it contracts and comes back in and it can die off. So it's one of those things. Justin Brown, you are amazing. Yep. Yeah, and Paul Peck brings up a great point about what time do you publish. So this is good too, and this is something that everybody should test. And I know not everybody has this data yet. So if YouTube does not have a lot of data on your channel, you don't have this feature. And let me log into my account and show you guys what I'm talking about. So log into YouTube Studio. Everybody can check this. And if you're on a phone, you can put the Chrome browser in desktop mode, go into YouTube Studio. And once you're in YouTube Studio, go into Analytics. Once you're in Analytics, click over to Audience. And then once you are in Audience, you're going to see when your viewers are online. And I'm going to share my screen just to show you guys what this looks like. Okay, so this is what we're looking at right here. When your viewers are on. Now, again, like I said, if your channel's new, you don't have a lot of views, you haven't been doing this for a while, you might not have this data yet because YouTube doesn't have enough information on your channel or your audience just yet, okay? But it is coming. Now, the darker the purple, that's when people are on your channel the most. A good strategy to test to see how it does with your channel is upload about an hour before your audience starts to come online. So you can look at this, and if I highlight over it, YouTube will say, many of your viewers are on YouTube at 6 a.m. So Sunday at 6 a.m., many of my viewers are online. If I come over here to like 5 or 4, some of my viewers are on YouTube. 5, some of my viewers are on YouTube. At 6, many of my viewers are on YouTube. So if I'm going to upload on a Sunday, I'm probably going to upload, and by the way, this is all set to your local time zone. So if I'm going to upload on a Sunday, I'm going to upload at 5 a.m. Actually, I probably won't load up at 5. I'll probably upload at like 4:45 or 4:50 on a Sunday. And some of these, for me, it doesn't change that much, but I've seen a lot of other channels to where you get some massive dips on when people come online. But if you're uploading, I mean, just think this through for a second. Let's talk about upload time. Let me cancel this. Hold on here. Let's talk about when to upload for a second. If you upload at night, it might work for you. It does work for some people, right? But if the majority of your audience is not on YouTube and you upload at nighttime, you might not see that rush of views coming out at the beginning, right? It might get picked up later. They might pick it up the next day. Well, I just had a glitch here. I hope the A10 Mini is not crapping out on me. But on the flip side of that, like for me, if I upload in the morning, 5 a.m., 6 a.m., something like that, I have all day long to get views on that video instead of just uploading at nighttime where I only have a couple of hours of views before people go to bed. Like I've seen data specifically on children's. I saw one thing. I was at, I think it was at VidCon, and I saw a presentation, and they were showing data, and one of the channels that they were talking about was a children's channel. They were uploading content, and the videos weren't really doing anything. And it never clicked that they were uploading videos while the kids were at school. It never clicked. So I don't know if they hired someone to help them or whatever, but eventually they changed the upload time to when the kids actually got home from school, and then they came home, and then they had time to watch the videos, and their channel exploded. They went from like struggling in the trenches to like just exploded with views, huge successful channel, all because they changed their upload time. They were uploading while the children were in school, and it never caught on that nobody was there to actually watch their videos. They were missing that. So yeah, experiment with that. We got another super chat here. Super chat. Surprise, it's Son. Thank you so much for the $5 super chat. I recently hit 20,000. Right on. Congratulations. My channel was going really good, and then my views started to drop. Any advice? Okay, yeah. So here's what I would do. I don't know what your upload frequency is, but I would go back and I would look at all of your videos over the past 90 days, right? Go into YouTube Studio, look at all of your content within the past 90 days, and try to identify what is working. Right? Out of all these videos in the past 90 days, which one of these are still getting views? Which one of these were the most successful? Right? And then I would make more videos like those. I would try to replicate that particular topic. And don't copy it, but try to find a different way to tell that story or a different way to actually come after that. Also, on those exact videos, you can see the keywords that people are using to find you, right? How they're actually finding you. Those are video ideas. So if they're finding you through one particular keyword term, make that video, right? If that's something that happened within the past 90 days, because that's what's happening on your channel right now. It's relevant. And you can also see videos that recommended your channel, right? So if somebody watches a video from another channel and you popped up watch next, inside of analytics, it will tell you this video recommended your video. So if you find that this particular type of video is recommending me a lot, make that video. Make that exact video, right? So that's what you do. Just look within the past 90 days, try to identify what's working, how people are finding you, what's recommended you, and then make that content. Go hard on that type of content. Have a good one, Justin. Number 1D fan. Oh, man. There he is, brother. What's going on, man? Hey, D, in the middle of recording the best creamy chicken noodle soup with dumplings. I didn't get the heavy metal song in here yet, but I've got to get it in here. I don't have it put in yet. Oh man, thank you so much. But we'll hit you with this one. Let's get you with Super Chat. That's about the opposite. That's on the far end of the other side of the spectrum of heavy metal as I could possibly find. Do you think you can make a channel just with iPad for music? It's funny you should say that. Wow, my camera is just glitching like crazy. What is going on here? So Pete Johns, are you still in here? There's somebody in the chat right now, somebody who was in the chat. Why am I glitching? Wonder if that's happening here. Hang on, guys. I'm experiencing some technical. Yeah, it is. It's happening. Why would this be glitching? Wonder if this one's glitching too. So if Pete Johns is in here, He has there he is. Boom, this guy right here. This guy has an entire channel showing you how to make music with your iPad and your iPhone. An entire channel. How to make music with an iOS device. So go subscribe to this dude right here. An entire channel. Every video. And he's constantly going live too. So if you've got questions, he's always live. The Matrix found this. Yeah, so this one is not glitching yet. Don't forget Gulf Coast. Did I miss a super chat? Hold on, guys. I need to back up here. Oh, there you are. Gulf Coast Granny. Oh, yeah.
Super chat.
Thank you. Welcome back to You Were Missed. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Sorry I missed your super chat there. I wonder why this thing is glitching. I might have to unplug this and put this back. You know what's crazy is I've been streaming on Twitch to test out some of this gear for the past few days. No glitches whatsoever. And now, for reasons unknown, I'm getting some glitches on one of these cameras. And I think I had another super chat come in. What? There it is. Mike Van Doozy. All right, we're going to settle this. Pineapple goes on pizza. Let me repeat that. Pineapple belongs on pizza. And this is the Pineapple on Pizza song.
Super chat.
Pineapple on pizza, ladies and gentlemen. Thanks, Mike. Hope you're doing well, man. Roger says, I need a super chat sound like yours. Amazing. Roger, so I don't know what you guys are using. So I picked up the Rodecaster, which has just been so much fun. And it has a sound bank built in that
super chat.
You can add whatever you want on here. And though you can't, you know what? I can move this over here. So another thing that I'm doing is I'm triggering this music on my iPad. So if you have an iPad, I'm sending the signal Bluetooth to the Rodecaster. And you can see I don't even have this filled up. I've just added a couple on here.
Super chat.
Right? These are just touch and play. It's an entire sound bank. The app is called Boss Jock. I'm sorry, it's Boss Jock Jr. See if I can get that in there. No, it's not in focus. Boss Jock Jr. is the name of it. And there's another one that I just downloaded that I haven't really dug into. It's called Mix 16 Pro. Now, they've got a free version. Boy, this thing is glitching. What is going on? They've got a free version, and it pops ads a lot. But they've also got this. The cool thing about this one is individually, you can change the volume. You can change the fade in. You can add videos to it. You can do slideshows. You can do all of that. So I just downloaded this. I'm going to see how this works, and I'll let you know. But it's so much fun to have fun things like that during a super chat. Now, and of course, this thing is not bending. Okay, great. There's another thing that you can do. You can use something called Stream Elements. Depending on how you're going live, it's called Stream Elements, and you can set it up so when you get a super chat, it can play it automatically. It will automatically play a graphic, or automatically load a graphic or play music. It's called Stream Elements. Hey, man, what's going on? Nice to see you in here. Did I see Luria in here? Did I see? Look at this, ladies and gentlemen. Luria Petrucci, ladies and gentlemen. If you guys want to look, everything I've learned about live streaming, right here. Right here. Live streaming pros. The grand poobahs. The exalted grand poobahs of live streaming. Luria, I'm having some issues tonight. So I've got the A10 Mini, and I did some test streams with it, and I got some, the different angle and everything. But tonight, for reasons unknown, everything's starting to glitch. I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's up. I just started having glitches in all of my My signals. I don't know what's going on. Fly Ride, what's going on, my man? Hope you're doing well. Yeah, live streaming pros are great. Yeah, absolutely legit. Like literally, like those guys, like if you want to, I mean, like learn live streaming and not just about like the gear, but like the gear, the confidence that they have a course that builds up your confidence to make you a better live streamer. It's just incredible. Like literally everything I learned about live streaming, I learned from them. Don't you love live? Yes. Yes, I do. Did you update your iPad? Well, my iPad those sounds are just coming in Bluetooth. So it's not anything with my iPad. And yes, I am on iOS 14 on the iPad, if that's what you are asking. You look and sound glorious. Thank you. I did my hair and everything. I did my hair. I got my nails did and everything. You better come on the show soon. Yeah. So, okay. Yeah. So, yes. I'm in a new place. I just got the internet installed, and I wish I could show you guys. So the room that I'm in, I want you to close your eyes, if you will. Visualize a long, skinny room, and one entire side of the room, ceiling to floor, edge to edge, glass windows. It's like a city view. It's like overlooking the city, right? We're up on a mountain looking down. Ceiling to floor, edge to edge, glass. And the blinds that they have to pull down, there's just like a mesh, and you can see through them. So in the daytime, it's like the second coming. It's like so much light that's coming in here. It's just not pleasant at all. So the owner of the place is supposed to swap these out for us with some light blocking blinds, so I can have better control of the light. Because man, it's just like, oh my goodness. Sounds like a great place to fall. Yeah. Oh man. All right, what are we doing here? I'm missing stuff. All right, so I gotta get back to the questions here. Yeah, live streaming pros are great. Yeah, the best, the absolute best. All right, the next question, and I just went way, way, way off the deep end on that one. Next question is from Sky11. How much is the iPhone 12 Pro in your place? Oh my goodness. So I'm in Mexico. They have a pretty steep import tax on electronics. So the maxed out iPhone 12, so the iPhone 12 Pro Max was well over $2,000. Like I went to the store. I'm like, okay, we finally got it. And I was like so fired up. I thought, okay, great. I'm going to get the iPhone 12 Pro Max. I'm going to make videos on it and show people how to edit on it. I'm going to do all the things and get in on the trend and maybe get some traffic and everything. And I go to the store to buy it, and it was like way over $2,000. And I was like, nope. My iPhone 11 Pro is doing just fine. Thank you very much. Unless Apple wants to send me a phone, which they're not going to do, I'll wait. Oh, man. Oh, I got some super chats coming in. Boom. I love live streaming pros and not so sure about huge white glasses, though. Thank you so much for the super chat, Adam. Get you some funky music going on.
Super chat.
Thank you so much, man. Appreciate it. Oh, we got another super chat. I post once. Whoa, that one's still going. You can't stop the funk. You can hit the buttons. You can turn down the faders. You can jump on it. You can pour water on it, but you can't stop the funk. That's just universal law. Don't know what to tell you. Okay, the question is, I post once a week. Should I try to post more? And I usually premiere my videos. Should I change that? I'm not a huge fan of premieres. Now, I do know that they work for some people, but if you have been premiering all of your videos, and what you said before is you've noticed a downturn in views on your channel, try making a handful of videos where you don't premiere them. Upload them early, right? Go into your data. I showed you how to find out when your audience is online. Upload early in the day. Don't premiere them. And just, you can still go with once a week if you can. If you can upload twice a week, that's great too. Give them a couple days to breathe in between, but try not doing the premiere. Try shaking it up a little bit. So yes, I got blackout curtains in my room. Yeah. So like, I used to like legit, had I known I was going to get stuck in Mexico, I would have put them in my bag. But I expected, I thought it was going to be a quick trip to social media marketing world, like there and back. I didn't think I was going to get trapped. I used to travel with blackout curtains. Like I got this fabric made in Thailand, and it's like solid. It's super light. It's like astronaut lightweight, like something you would see like something like on the space shuttle, like super lightweight. You can't even feel it. It's so lightweight, but it just completely blocks out the sun. And I got these huge panels, and I just clip them up on the windows. But I didn't bring them here to Mexico. Blackout curtains are a must, especially if you like to sleep late. I like to wake up at the crack of noon. Luria. Thank you so much, Luria. I love you too. This one's just for you.
Super Chat.
That's a Super Chat love song right there. That one's greasy. I like that one. Thank you so much, Laura. All right, go back down. Sweetie Dunson. Got it. Oh, there goes the glitch again. It's against the law to stop the funk. It is. That's why we're going to hit this one.
Super Chat.
That ending is so smooth. Just feels so good. All right, let's see if I can get caught up here. I'm the crack of 5 a.m. You know, I've actually been waking up early. Here in Mexico, we get up pretty early, but in Thailand, we're up all night. We're up all night in Thailand because everybody we communicate with is actually in the U.S. or in Canada. So, you know, that's daytime in the U.S., nighttime in Thailand. So we're up really late night in Thailand. Plus, when the sun comes up, it's like 1,000,000 degrees. Like it just like melts your face. So I try to sleep through the hottest part of the day, and then I'm up late night when it's cooler. Boy, this glitching is driving me crazy. What is going on? Hold on, I'm going to move this around and wiggle the cables here. This is so weird. Go A10 Mini. There you go. Money well spent. Melt your face. Yeah, it does. Southeast Asian heat is no joke. Is no joke. Like whatever. It's like, imagine Arizona heat in the summer with like 90% humidity. And that's probably 8 months of the year for us over there. It's insane. Wow, that glitch is just killing me. All right, I can get back to the questions here. The question is from Knit3Fox, who says, what can I do to push that 100 mark? I've been stuck at around 80 subscribers for around 2.5 months now. Just look, keep uploading content. Identify the videos that did better than others. So I don't know how many videos you have, but let's say you have 20 or 30 videos. And out of those 20 or 30 videos, you have 2 or 3 of them that did substantially better than the others. Try to see if you can get lightning to strike twice by making more of those videos. And just keep making videos, right? You're still at that beginner stage. You need to build up that channel momentum. Just keep going, keep making content, trying to make each video just a little bit better than the next one. Next question from Zane. Hey, Zane. What length of video do you recommend? I don't. I believe in making videos as long as they need to be. I know they need, and then your next statement, I know they need to be as long as they need to be. What is a minimum length that you would have in mind? Oh, I don't. My over 10 minutes videos do better in views, not keeping revenue in mind. I mean, absolutely make them as long as they need to be. But if you find that with your audience, they respond better to a video of a particular length, then roll with that. Roll with that. But I don't think there's any general rule in terms of you need to make your videos this long. Just make them as long as they need to be. I think nothing is worse than clicking on a video and you can tell, and people can tell when people are trying to milk you for time, right? Sometimes you're just like, come on, just get on with it. I clicked because I wanted to learn this thing and you're just completely wasting my time. Get on with it. Like just get on with it. Show me what I clicked for. But if your audience is okay with that, rock on, man. Rock on. 100 thumbs for D. Keep them coming. That's what I'm talking about. All about the thumbs. Hey, how you doing? Nice to see you in here. All right, next question is Joe on a MTB, who says, can I do the same settings, like all of the modifications to my channel, all the bells and whistles of my YouTube on my tablet or phone or Android? Thank you. No. Okay, so if you have an iPhone or an iPad and that's all you have access to, first of all, that's not going to stop you from being successful. There are plenty of people who make content only on their phone or only on their iPad. That's plenty enough to actually earn a living, be a full-time YouTuber. You can do it. However, in order to get access to everything that YouTube offers us as creators, you need to put your browser in desktop mode, right? Use the Chrome browser for this, go into desktop mode, then go into YouTube Studio. And then you're gonna see more features that they give desktop users. If you're only using the YT Studio app on your iPad or your iPhone, you're definitely missing out on a lot of important data. Now, I do know that the YT Studio app, I know they're constantly updating things. I do know they have some really great things in the pipeline that are coming, but they're just not out yet. Even then, it doesn't compare to the amount of data that we get inside of actual YouTube Studio on the desktop side. So put it in desktop mode, a lot of pinching and zooming and going that way. And then everything will be okay. Everything will be right with the world. Boy, the glitches are killing me. Hey, Tommy, how you doing, man? I love how YouTube just told me I should subscribe to you so I don't miss anything. Pretty sure I'm subscribed. I'll double check. All right, next question is from... Did Joe ask 2 questions? Nope. There it is. October Scorpio. Do you only do channel reviews on Twitch? The only time I do channel reviews now, one, if you're a channel member and we're doing a channel member only live stream, and we'll have one of those within the next couple of days this week. Or number 2, I do them randomly over on Twitch. So I don't do them anymore during this particular live stream unless I just get a hair and I just want to pull up a channel or something like that. So members only live stream will be happening this week in the next few days, or just catch me on Twitch. Next question. Shookum Report says, am I doing okay for 5 weeks old? I'm doing everything I can. I'm trying to learn by watching you and Nick. So in terms of, are you doing okay? I'm just going to do a quick glance on your channel here. Yeah, you're doing fine. You're actually doing fine for 5 weeks in. In terms of figuring out if you're doing okay or not, don't compare yourself, and this applies to everyone. Don't compare yourself to other channels. Don't compare yourself to your friends. Don't compare to other people in your niche. Compare yourself to how you were last month. Compare yourself to how you were 2 weeks ago. Like, that's how you know if you're doing okay. Like, if you compare your channel to Luria's channel, for example, or Pete's channel, or Roger's channel, or Paul Peck's channel, or my channel, like, you're going to say, hey, look at these guys. They've got all these subscribers and they've got all these views, and why don't I have these? I must be doing something wrong. That's not the way to approach this. You need to look at yourself, look at your data and say, okay, this month, I'm getting more views than I got last month. I've got more subscribers than I got last month. I'm getting more comments than I did last month. My watch time is getting better this month than it was last month. I'm finding that it's getting easier to make content. I feel like I'm becoming a better editor. People are watching my videos longer now than they did last month. So that's how you measure yourself to figure out if you're doing good or not. Don't compare yourself ever to other channels, because that's a trap and you don't want to fall into that trap. It looks like I just missed some super chats. Give me a moment here and I will get caught up. Pixelpia.
Super chat.
Thank you for the $5 super chat. Have you heard any new info about the possibilities to have a premiere on live stream? And we need more funk. Well, you got the funk. I haven't heard any more about it. I know that it's supposedly coming, but I haven't heard anything else about it. YouTube loves to roll out, if you follow their Creator Insider channel, they let you know these features that are coming. but they don't always tell us when they are coming. So no, I haven't heard anything else about it, but I think that'll be pretty cool. Yeah, and the way that's working, for anybody who's wondering, is you're going to be able to go live before you actually play a video. So you have the normal premieres now where you can actually go into the chat while your video is playing and engage with your audience. The new feature that we're going to get, you can actually do a live stream, and the second you end the broadcast, your video plays. So you can go live for 5, 10, 15, 20 minutes, hype up your community, get everybody fired up, talk about what's going to be in the video, get people in there, get them engaged, and the second you hit end broadcast, your video plays. And then they get to watch that. They don't have to, like, supposedly they don't have to click out and click on anything else. It just flips right over and they can watch the video. So that's really exciting. That's really, really exciting. And we've got another one here. Hold on.
Super Chat.
So smooth. Thank you so much for the super chat. What if my 2 best performing videos in the last 90 days are my trailer and promo for my channel membership? How can I make more like that? It won't make sense. Yeah, in that case, it doesn't. Let me just do a quick look at your channel. Artfully Blind by Deanna. Give me 1 second. Artfully Blind by Diana. Let me see here. Artfully Blind by Deanna. Let me see. Wow, you've got 615 videos. Hold on. Let me see. Wow, you've got all kinds of content on here. So within the past, yeah. So, okay. So I see something. I see that you're getting some success with YouTube Shorts. It looks like some of your shorts are doing a lot better than your, a lot of these are shorts. Hold on here. No. So some of these are 4 minutes, 2 hours. Your shorts are doing well. So since you're having a little bit more success on some of your shorts, like your blind painting, koi fish in a pond, 5 stages of painting and that sort of thing, like you're getting, 300 views, almost 400 views on those. Those seem to be doing better. I would go heavy on shorts right now for you. Like if you're trying to just bring more people in, I would back off of your 2-hour live streams right now. And I would go, this is a temporary strategy. I would back off the long form content, the longer form live streams, and I would go super heavy on shorts because some of your shorts are connecting. And as YouTube starts to roll this out more and more, they're going to be putting a lot of emphasis on this because it's new. That's what YouTube does. And because you're getting some of these that are doing really well, I would focus on those temporarily. That doesn't mean you can't do a live stream here and there, but I would just go super, super, super hard on shorts because it seems like those are doing really well. Love your channel art, by the way. Looks great. Totally unnecessary, but thank you. Let me see what I've missed. Oh, did we get a channel member? What do we got here?
Welcome to the Niminati.
Doc Williams, welcome to the Niminati. We have a members only live stream that will be announced in a couple of days. Here's what you need to do. Go over to my community feed, right? So you got my video tab and all of that. You're gonna have community feed. A few posts ago, I have a link to a private Facebook group. Click on the link. Anytime you join a Facebook group, you're gonna ask those questions, right? Make sure you fill that out and make sure you link your YouTube channel because I have to verify because a lot of times people use different names on YouTube than they do on Facebook. I have to make sure you're actually a member to approve you. So welcome. The Facebook group's fairly new, still kind of getting that going. So happy to see you over there and I'll catch you in the members live stream. Thank you. The Nashville tour, can you recommend a gimbal that holds my Android phone in place or do I always have to balance it? I'm new to this. In terms of gimbals, probably the better one on the market right now would be the DJI Osmo 3 or the DJI Osmo 4. Depending on your Android, I don't know how big of a device you have, but sometimes they need a counterbalance depending on the size of your phone. But if it's just an average size phone, you should be able to put it inside of there and balance it. Anytime you're going to buy a gimbal, research the gimbal, go to the website, and you should find a list of all the devices that it's compatible with. So make sure your phone is compatible with any gimbal that you're going to buy. Do you need a gimbal? No, you don't need a gimbal. You do not, I mean, if you're a filmmaker, if you want to be a filmmaker and you need that real cinematic, smooth footage, a gimbal is going to come in really helpful. For YouTubing, you don't really need a gimbal. A gimbal is just something you can have a lot of fun with. Just a stationary tripod or, one second here. You could pick up, and obviously this is a lot smaller, but you can pick up things like the switch pod. I mean, it's only so tall, but you can also pick up something that extends with a grip on top of it. For example, right, the important thing is that you get a phone mount. Whatever you get, a tripod or a switch pod or whatever, you need to make sure you have some sort of a phone mount so you can put your phone in it. I've had a lot of people who have bought tripods and stuff, and they're like, I can't connect my phone because they got a tripod that doesn't have and by the way, microphone not included, but it didn't come with a phone mount. And there's all sorts of different phone mounts. And one thing to keep in mind when you do use a phone mount is if you're going to use a microphone like this that attaches to your phone, right? If it's a lapel mic, you don't need this. But if you're going to use a microphone like this, you need to get a phone mount that has a cold shoe. See if we can see that. The light catches that. With a cold shoe on top. And basically what it is just a little groove that allows you to slide the microphone in and then tighten it up so it stays on there like that. And here comes the glitches again. Crazy. I don't know why it's happening. All right, next question. I think I got all the super chats. Next question, Gaming with Cringely. Love the name. Do you play Brawl Stars? I do not. I do not play Brawl Stars. In terms of gaming for me, like the modern games that I've played that I really enjoyed were Call of Duty. I think Call of Duty is awesome. I love Half-Life. Half-Life is really cool. Looking forward to a new Half-Life if they're going to make one. Other than that, I'm old school. Super Mario Brothers, Donkey Kong, Zelda, Contra, stuff like that. Master Cheesy Gaming asks the next question. Which OBS is the best? Question mark. Streamlabs? Question mark. So I don't know. Okay, you've got a desktop. OBS is the original. I need to hydrate. Hydration time. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. And I think I had a super chat come in. I'll get to you in just a second here. All right. Get to the super chats in just a moment. OBS is the original, okay? And it's open source. That means that they allow anyone to take their source code and do anything they want with it. Streamlabs took the OBS source code, created Streamlabs with OBS source code, then they added their own code to add their own features. That's why it's called Streamlabs OBS, slobs, right? So it's basically OBS on steroids. And some other things have done this, like the desktop version of Prism Live Studio. It's based off of the OBS open source. Now, the big difference for me is Streamlabs will force you into updates. Sometimes those forced updates will completely wreck your system and you have to go in and rebuild everything. OBS generally does not force you into an update. Every now and then they do if it's a security update. But for the most part, you don't have to upgrade OBS except for those rare occasions where Streamlabs, they'll just force it on you. They'll throw you down and say, you got to take this update. And then sometimes it just completely wrecks your system. And, the funny thing is we used to use that in the Nimbin Live Studio all the time. And what happened was, like, we would go in, we would set everything up, and everything would work. And we're like, okay, we didn't have a Streamlabs update. Everything works. Everything's set up. We'd go out to dinner. We would get coffee. We'd come back, get ready to stream. And then Streamlabs would make us update before we would go live. And it would break something and cause all sorts of problems. So if you don't mind the hassle, Streamlabs has more features. If you want less hassle, less features, go with OBS. All right, on to the super chats here. Let's see, what did I miss? Tennis Doc Pro.
Super Chat.
Hey D, what are you using to hold your camera up during your app video when you walk through Mexico? It looks really cool. Glad to see you streaming again. Yeah, man, the internet was out for a while and I'm having some glitch problems. This is driving me crazy. When I'm walking through Mexico, I think I've made 2 videos walking through Mexico. So it's going to be one of these. So it was either, and I don't think I was using this microphone, but it was either this tiny little, so these are 2 totally different parts. This goes to the bottom of it, one of the gimbals that I own. And this is the top to another phone accessory thing that I own, but the bottom part was garbage. So I just paired them up. And this thing is just like the absolute best lightweight little, I can hold it, I can set it down on something, it will hold a microphone. So I was either using this, with probably a lapel microphone, I think, or I was using a switch pod, or I was using the switch pod and I had that little red handle screwed onto the top. So this is great too because it will sit down. You know, I can do this. Yeah. That's the whole reason I did this. Switch pod, right? It's great for blogging. You can put your camera on here. You can put your phone on here and really kind of, you know, get it away from you. And you put your phone mount on here. So it was one of those 2. I know I've made a couple of videos, so I'm not 100% sure which one I was using. But it was one of those. If you want to send me a tweet or just send me a message somewhere with the actual video. Also, a lot of times with the iPhone 11 Pro, they have a wide angle lens built into the iPhone 11 Pro. They have the 0.5. Let me see if I can do this. And excuse the smudges here. Hold on. Okay, so they've got a 0.5 lens. So this is the standard lens. So, right, like if I'm out here filming and it's like this, right? Keep in mind, I'm not looking at, so when I go out and I shoot, I'm generally not using the selfie cam to look at myself. I'm actually looking on the back side. I want the higher quality. So what I do is this little button right here, 0.5, if I tap that, look, watch what happens. Look how much that just opened up. Now look how wide that is. So when I go outside and I'm recording and I put it on the 0.5 lens, I'm guaranteed to be in the shot, right? And I actually stick my arm out like this quite a bit to make sure that I'm in the shot. And then what I do is I pull the footage into my video editor, and if I find that I've got too much headroom or I'm off-centered or something like that, I just reposition it. Get back in focus here. I just reposition it inside the video editor. And that's one of the joys of shooting in 4K. If you shoot in 4K with the backside, you don't lose any data. So I can just kind of, you know, move myself around that way and frame myself better. Pixelpia coming in, dropping another one.
Super Chat.
Thank you for the super chat. She says, I forgot my second question. Darn, it's hard to get old. Is there any way to set default to show only public and scheduled in the video analytics? Can you rephrase that? So if you show only public, so if you put something scheduled, you're not going to have any analytics because there's no data yet. So basically all of the videos that are public, they're going to have data. But if you're looking for something that's scheduled that isn't published yet, it's not going to have any data. So I don't think you can pull anything on that one. But if you want to clarify that, I'll try to keep my eyes out for it because I might be interpreting that incorrectly. In the meantime, I'm going to move on to the next question here. This one is from Pappy ENT. How to be a better YouTuber for when you're just starting in YouTube? I'm so glad you asked. The best thing that you can do is make a lot of videos. Make a lot of videos because you've got a lot to learn. You've got to learn how to present in front of a camera. You need to learn how to hold your cadence together so when you speak, it makes sense and it doesn't turn people off. You need to learn about lighting. You need to learn about audio. You need to learn how to edit so people will watch your videos longer. You need to learn the right pace to speak so that people are interested and you hold their attention. You need to learn how to choose the right topics and build your thumbnails. There's so much that you have to learn. So since you're just getting started, all I want you to do is just focus on making videos. Don't worry about your subscribers. Don't worry about your views. Just think about, okay, right now I have so much to learn. I need to practice, right? So if you're going to learn anything else, if you're going to learn a second language, you wanted to learn how to play football or basketball or ride a skateboard or snowboard, you're not going to just put on your snowboard and go to like a Black Diamond. That's not going to happen. You're going to put on your snowboard. You're going to go to a bunny hill where they're teaching beginners, and you're going to fall on your butt over and over and over and over until you're like, well, I'm getting the hang of it, right? Same thing with videos. Just make a video and just, okay, I sucked on that one, right? You're going to suck, and it's okay. Everybody does. And then say, okay, what's one thing I can fix for the next video? Like my lighting was terrible on that one. So in the next video, I'm going to change my lighting. And then if your lighting looks good on the next one, then say, okay, what else can I improve on? Video after video. Once you get to 50, 75, 100 videos, 150 videos, you're going to find that you now have the skills you need to get a better understanding of how everything works. And then you're going to start to grow a lot faster than you are now. And also another thing to keep in mind is when you're making the videos, have a target audience in mind. Who are you making the videos for? Right? Who are you making those videos for? Who do you want to watch your videos? Whoever that is, communicate in a way that that person is going to connect with that video. Make sure your titles are titles that that type of person would click on. Make sure your imagery and your thumbnails is the type of thumbnail that that type of person would click on. So know who you're making videos for. Doc Williams, good times. Thanks, everyone. Excited to be here. Right on, man. All right, next question. And by the way, welcome to YouTube. Welcome to YouTube. Enjoy the journey. The next big thing is the name of the next question. Do you have to niche down to be successful? Great question. And the answer is, it depends. If you think of it this way, if you're getting started on YouTube, if you're just getting started and you have all sorts of different things that you're interested in, everybody does. Like I'm interested in mobile phones. I'm interested in cameras. I'm interested in computers. I'm interested in iPads. I'm interested in Star Wars. I'm interested in cosplay. I love music. I love travel. I'll probably buy a van and go into van life in the future. Like there's so many things that I'm interested in, but I can't have a channel on all of that stuff, right? I needed to focus my channel on one thing. Now, if you're just having fun and you're just like, hey, I'm just having fun. I don't really care. I'm just using YouTube as a creative outlet or just to, put my family videos on or whatever, do whatever you want. But if you want to grow your channel faster, if you want to eventually make money on YouTube and be successful on YouTube and maybe be a full-time YouTuber, it can seriously help you if you niche down and you have some sort of a focus, right? Now, there are some people who get away with that, with not having a focus, but a lot of them started early on, right? They got a head start and now they can kind of do whatever they want to do. YouTube is, there's always room for new content, but competition is fierce now. So if you can make your channel a destination for something, that's going to be so helpful. For example, there's how many people are in here right now? There's 80 people in the chat right now. Tell me, every single person in here, tell me what you want to be known for on YouTube. What do you want to be known for? Just one short sentence. What do you want to be known for? Go ahead and type that in the chat right now. I want to be known as someone who helps mobile content creators and mobile live streamers. That's what I want to be known for on the platform. Hey, Heidi, how you doing? Heidi wants to be known as someone who makes videos about costumes. But see, okay, you want to be a gamer. Think deeper than that. What does that mean? What about a gamer? Do you want to be the best gamer? Do you want to be the best person teaching people how to play a game? Do you want to be the next Dr. Disrespect? Do you want to be the next ninja? Or do you want to be somebody who develops games and teaches people how to be a game? Define that, right? The more definition you can put into what it is that you want to be. Like now you're narrowing that down and it makes it easier to make content for those people who are looking for that. All right here, look at this. Pete Johns, where did it go? Pete Johns, he wants to be known for someone who helps people create their best music on their mobile device. Very detailed. This is what we're looking for right here. Flyride wants to be known as an automotive and business education channel, right? Super detailed. So when you guys are just like saying gaming, what about gaming? Gaming is so wide open. Detailed gaming. Tell me exactly what it is. I want to be known as someone that is good at providing concise and efficient information at model railroading. Okay, that's good. You could probably find a shorter way to say that, but you're on the right track. Doc Williams wants to be known how to build businesses with no-code tools. Boom. Super concise right there. I love it. Pixelpia wants to be known for helping people understand the internet and social media. The author that reads you. Fiber artisan, right? You see, look at all these people who they know exactly what they want to be known for, right? Their channels should be destinations for those things. So let me go through. I'm going to grab somebody here. Let's take Adam's exploits. Helping resellers become more skilled and profitable. This is what Adam wants to be known for. So without looking at Adam's channel, I would say that every video on Adam's channel should have something to do with what he wants to be known for. He wants to be known for helping resellers become more skilled and profitable. So every piece of content on his channel should be that. Therefore, he becomes known for that and his channel becomes a destination for that. So if you want to learn how to become a better reseller, you go to Adam's Exploits channel, right? So when somebody's like, hey, I want to learn how to become a reseller, do you know any good YouTube channels to follow? Adam's Exploits. That's the dude you follow, right? Mandalorian this week. Heidi, let me tell you. Oh my God. We'll talk about the Mandalorian. Holy cow. This Friday's episode of the Mandalorian, without spoilers, was one of the best. I mean, the Mandalorian in general is like some of the best it's the best Star Wars to come out since the originals, in my opinion. Other than Rogue One. I really like Rogue One. Rogue One was good. Rogue One excluded, the Mandalorian is just incredible. The last week's episode, wow. I've never seen stormtroopers get so wrecked. Incredible. Did I miss a super chat? Guys, I apologize for these glitches that are happening here. Hey, Justin.
Super chat.
All righty. So question is, in Artfully Blind with Diana, did I miss a super chat? I need to go back and look. Okay, so a couple of my top videos are food related. Could this be handicapping me with YouTube algorithm and men's grooming? Absolutely, it could. If so, what should I do? You need to make the hard decision. What do you want to be known for? What do you want your channel to be known for? If food related content does not fall into that, I would unlist that. You're going to lose views. You're going to lose watch time. People who subscribe for that are not going to be happy, but you have to think about where do you want your channel to go. All right. If you want to be a food channel, knock yourself out. If it were my channel, a perfect example, man, my top video is how to turn on dark mode for YouTube on your phone. I think for Android, that has brought in, I don't know, well over, I don't know, where's that at? Well over 1 million views on that video and tons of subscribers, just tons and tons and tons of subscribers. Let me see where I'm at on this one. I don't know off the top of my head how many subscribers, but if I go to sort by most popular, that video is at 1.5 million views. That's absolutely useless for my channel. I mean, I did it. I almost didn't even do it. I'm like, oh, cool, dark mode. I love dark mode. I'm going to make a video about it. It's brought in so many views, so many watch times, so many subscribers, and the only thing that they were interested in is how to turn on dark mode on their Android phone. So I have all of these dead subscribers inactive subscribers that aren't adding any value to my channel whatsoever. I'm considering putting that video, as painful as it is, I'm considering unlisting that video. So for you, that's a decision that you're going to have to make because it's bringing the wrong people into your channel, right? Every single person who finds you because of the food-related content is going to be like, hey, this guy's doing beard grooming content. What? So, you know, it's you're going to be ripping the Band-Aid off, right? You can do it slowly or you can do it quickly. The choice is yours. I would definitely hide that stuff. Okay, where did I, being a great content creator, ring a great content creator? 2 hands, Roger, 2 hands. Pay attention to the road, Roger. Hey, G. McCall Jr. I'm looking for the super chat that I missed. Give me a moment here. I thought I answered 2 from you. I'm backing up here. Give me just a moment here. So Doug, can you help me please? If I missed her 3rd super chat, can you please find that question for me and paste it in so I can see it? I believe I answered 2 of hers. Please correct me if I'm wrong on that one. Travis MCP, is he in the house? AKA Travis MVP. By the way, Travis is the voice of this
Super Chat.
He so graciously and kindly made that for free for both me and my brother, and he made this, the entire thing, which is amazing.
Welcome to the Niminati.
There he is. What's up, Travis? God, I just love that. You know what I love about this the most? If you listen to this. It's like
Welcome to the Niminati.
At the beginning, there's like a creaking sound. It's like a creaking sound. And it gives me this visualization of Travis in this giant, dark, vampire type, huge Transylvania mansion in the dark with candles. And he's in a robe with the hood on, and he's in this huge giant chair made out of wood. Maybe it rocks a little bit, and as he's saying it, he rocks back, and you hear the creaking. That's the visualization that I have every single time I hear that. It's got that little creak in there. You didn't even notice that? Come on, you've never noticed the creak? You just shattered all of my fantasy about like all of that. So any idea what that is? Did you, like, maybe you creaked your table or something? It sounds like you're like in a rocking chair. Welcome to the Niminati. Like just kind of like creaking back. Creak, creak. All right, Doug, so I'm going backwards here. Hold on here. Travis never noticed. That was your chair. That was your chair. Yeah, dude, that's so rad. Listen. Shh, shh, shh.
Welcome.
Right? So good. That's so good. Welcome to the Niminati. And like your hands are like in the cloak, right? You've got this huge dark cloak on, right? This huge dark cloak and your hands are in it. Or maybe you've got this huge thick book of spells or something like that. And you're just like rocking back. Candles everywhere, candelabras everywhere, chandelier with fire on the chandelier. Maybe you got a pet dragon. I don't know. Travis is the man. He is. He is the man. Okay, here it is. I monetized and lost 400 watch hours in the past 5 months. And at 4.7 hours, so I'm doing streams to try to get hours. Okay. Wow, man, my glitches are going crazy right now. Live happens, people. Live happens. Okay, so if your goal is to get monetized, right? You got to think about channel goals right now. If your goal is primarily to get monetized, go hard on the live streams, and when you're not live streaming, go hard on the shorts. If your goal is to try to grow your channel faster, to get more content to surface and to bring more subscribers in and just get more views overall on the channel, then I would go hard on shorts. But if it's monetization, do both. do both. But I even if it's monetization, I would still do more shorts in between your live streams. Okay, yep, there it is. Hey, Dr. ELO, how's it going, man? I'm going through here. Dio, I asked my question on Facebook. Okay, that works. That works. I'd like to be known as a Southern lady keeping a home in a garden. See that? See how very specific that is? I love that. I absolutely love that. Hey, Steven, how you doing? How do I make effective thumbnails that make people click my videos? Trial and error. Study all of the successful YouTube channels. Every single YouTube channel you see in the trending page, every one of your favorite YouTube channels that are getting tons of views and tons of subscribers, and they're just full-time YouTubers, they're doing something right with their thumbnails, with how they edit their videos, with how they structure their content. Study the people who are succeeding, right? You don't have to copy them exactly, but study it. Study and say, why, what is it? Look at their thumbnails. Look at all the thumbnails. Eventually, you're going to start to see patterns of colors, and maybe they make their eyes bigger, or maybe they always make goofy faces, or maybe it's a certain colors or how big their fonts are. You're going to find patterns, right? So trial and error, study the people who are succeeding. Lots of trial and error, lots of practice, man, lots of practice. Are you a podcast fan? Pete John says.
Super chat.
Thank you so much, man, for the super chat. Are you a podcast fan? Yeah. Any recommendation podcasts for creators, and would you ever start one? Funny you should say that. Yeah, so Nick and I are supposed to be starting a podcast. The holdup was that I've been in Mexico, and my internet's been on and off and that sort of thing. So hopefully now that I just got my internet turned on, that's going to go into full effect. So Nick and I will be doing one. Once that one is up and running, I plan to do one myself where I interview mobile creators and other mobile YouTubers. We talk about basically all things mobile. So yeah, I'm into podcasts. That's definitely something that's going to be happening in 2021 for me. So yeah, absolutely. In terms of recommended podcasts for creators, surprisingly, I don't listen to podcasts for creators. Like I like science and thrillers and facts and that sort of things. Like I don't listen to other creators making podcasts about YouTube or being creative or that sort of thing. Like I love Jocko Willing, for example. I think Jocko's amazing. Inspirational type stuff. I'm all about that. Hold on here. Man, I'm having all sorts of tech issues here. Hold on, guys. Lag. It's probably on your end. All right, next question. The next big thing. Nope, already answered that one. SK's Crappy Catchin' Adventures asks, newly subbed to your channel. Welcome. Thank you. I want to start going live, and I will only have my Android available during the times I go live. What pros and cons will I have to deal with, and is StreamYard Droid friendly? Great question. Okay, in terms of what you'll have to deal with is if you are using the data on your phone and not Wi-Fi, you want to make sure that you have unlimited data. Because if you're going live, you're going to burn through data really fast. So unlimited data, or you've got a large data package. Or if you can, connect to Wi-Fi. That's really the main thing about going live on your phone, other than the fact that if you go live for long periods of time on your phone, depending on your phone could overheat. So you'll find out really fast. For me, hour and a half, 2 hours, 2.5 hours before my phone overheats on a live stream. So you'll probably be okay there. StreamYard is Droid friendly. It is browser based. So every device and every computer will use it. You can just, I believe for iOS, I believe you have to use Safari. For Android, I think you can use any browser, Chrome, maybe they recommend. It's super easy to use. I've got a link down below to StreamYard if you want to check that out. You can stream for free. So if you get the free StreamYard account, you're limited to 20 hours per month of streaming. That's a lot of live streaming, right? And what's going to happen is you're going to get their logo that shows up on the screen like that. Totally free, 20 hours a month. All it is a logo. If you pay to upgrade, the logo gets removed. You can add your own logo. You can add overlays. You can add all sorts of graphics and stuff. Of course, you got to make these. You can add all sorts of graphics and that sort of thing, starting countdowns and all of that. You can do interviews. You can interview people. So, all right, what did I miss here? Go back into the chat. I think I just missed something. Scrolling through, I think I just missed a super chat. Where did it go? There you go. Heidi, thank you so much. Let's play this one for Heidi.
Super chat.
Thank you so much for the super chat. D, if you were to choose any other niche besides helping mobile creators, what would you choose? Fantastic question. I've been thinking about that a lot lately. My original idea was going to be a travel channel. That was my original thing. My girlfriend and I went trekking to Nepal. We went to Mount Everest Base Camp. I filmed a ton of footage, brought it back, and I was just spending days editing the footage. And I was like, this isn't going to work. This is never going to work. However, now that I'm more experienced with YouTube and I've got a better understanding, I could do a travel channel and it would be completely different because I understand better about how to organize the content for YouTube and structure it and so on and so forth. If I were to do something different, it would probably be, it might be travel related. My girlfriend and I just started talking about buying a van, converting it into a livable van and go touring around with the van for a while. So it could be a channel like that. I don't know. I've got a couple things. There's no money in it. So it would definitely have to be like a passion project, but I would love to have like a Star Wars related channel too. I think that would be great. I would love to, if I could ever get situated again, I would love to because I just love building stuff. And that's one of the things that I've realized during the pandemic here that I really miss is I miss not being able to build things. Like I'm a maker. Like I like to make things. It doesn't matter if I'm building something in the Nimbin Live studio or I'm working on a cosplay thing or I'm painting something or I'm sanding or I'm weathering my Stormtrooper helmet or whatever. I love just making things. And I haven't been able to make anything for the past 10 months and it's driving me absolutely crazy. And I didn't realize how much I loved making stuff, whatever it is. Like the Nimbin Live studio, that thing is in a constant state of being worked on because I just love making stuff, upgrading something or whatever. And so it may be something like that. I'm a huge fan of Adam Savage from Tested. So maybe something like that even. I don't know. That's a great question. I mean, it would definitely be a passion project. So if it was Star Wars related, I would love to build a Star Wars set to where like no green screen. Like I'm legit like, I don't know, maybe I'm sitting in the cockpit of the Millennium Falcon, or maybe I've got like, walls that look like it's inside the Death Star, Imperial walls with the long cylindrical lights or something, or I don't know, something like that. So I would do something like that. Something that allowed me to be creative all the time, to constantly making stuff all the time. That would probably be the thing I would do. Long answer, I know. I'm very similar. Yes. Oh my God, we could have Roger be a consultant. Yes. Imperial Plumbing. Yeah. Yeah, but it's just making stuff. I didn't realize how much I missed building things and making stuff and tinkering with stuff until I haven't done it for 10 months. And then I'm just like, it's driving me crazy. Like I'm in a rented place and I'm thinking like, what can I make in here? So it was funny. I was mentioning earlier, we have the entire side. I'm in this really big room right now and top to bottom, left to right, it's just all windows. And there's so much light that comes in. It's like mesh lighting, and the owner is supposed to replace them with like blackout windows. But my girlfriend and I were just talking today. She's like, "Can you make something?" I was like, "Yeah, I can. I can make something." And my mind just goes to like, okay, I can go to Home Depot. I can get like PVC pipe, and I can like make these. I can make these walls, and I can get like moving blankets, and I could put the moving blankets over and make like, sew them together so they slip over the PVC piping. And not only would it like black out the light, but it would help with audio. And I'm like, I'm just running down this rabbit hole, and I'm getting all excited. And I'm like, you know what? I don't even like own this place. Like I'll just wait for him to swap the lights out. But that my mind instantly goes to that stuff. Would love to see how you make all those awesome things over the past years on a channel. Hey, Mia Diva, how you doing? Oh, Roger Christian. Yeah, man, that was so amazing. That was so amazing. I'm here for you, brother. I've thought about this. I thought, you know what? If I never get back to Thailand, like if I stay in Mexico, I might start like a I don't know, like a YouTube school down here or something, and like just build like this, like, so YouTube has like its YouTube creator spaces. So maybe build something like a miniature YouTube creator space where like I bring in like top YouTubers to teach for like a week or something like that. So people can pay like an all-inclusive thing. Like, hey, come down for a week, all-inclusive, stay in a nice place, and you can learn from some of the best in the business sort of thing. I think something like that would be cool. So I'm always thinking about, if I get stuck here, what am I going to do? Maybe. Hey, Mike, how you doing, buddy? How do you focus on working on a video, focusing, animating, than being on YouTube the whole time and being distracted? Discipline. You have to discipline yourself to finish what it is that you're doing, or at least put certain time aside to go, okay, from this time to this time, I'm going to focus only on this thing, right? So from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m., I'm 100% going to focus on this. That means I'm going to turn off my phone, lock myself in a room, no distractions, so on and so forth. Hold on one second. Sorry about that. Okay, Urban Explorer, dropping the super chat. Thank you, my man. Didn't mean to hit that one. Let's hit this one.
Super chat.
Thank you so much. He says, back off with the Javan channel, bro. I'm just getting started here. Back off, Nick. Well, here, first of all, Nick would never, ever, 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 ever in a million years do a van channel. However, if I ended up with a van, I would absolutely consider doing a travel channel. It wouldn't be all about van life, but it would be about, it would be travel related. Pete Johns, you're still building a community. Right on. But I like to get my hands dirty. I know this sounds crazy, but if I don't go to bed with like cut fingers or like super glued fingers, like I don't feel right, or like paint on my fingers that I gotta like, I like having, dirty cut up super glued fingers. All right, another super chat.
Super chat.
That was just so smooth. Okay, another question. Right now I'm testing to do one video and then one live tutorial each week. What measure should I watch first, CTR or watch time? Well, I would first look at my CTR, because if nobody's clicking on your thumbnails, then you don't have to worry about watch time. So first you got to get people into the video to get them to actually watch the video. So yeah, I would focus on CTR first, especially if the video is not getting views. Like, hey, well, people just aren't clicking. Look at your impressions, right? That's the whole thing. Impressions, click-through rate. You can see how many people are seeing the video, or the thumbnail, versus how many people are actually clicking on it. Now, if you've got like 20 impressions and a high click-through rate, that really doesn't mean a lot because YouTube didn't show it to a lot of people. But if you've got, 1,000, 2,000, 5,000 impressions, that's a good amount of data to give you a good indication of how your thumbnail is actually performing. So I would focus on CTR, pay attention to impressions. If they're too low, I wouldn't worry too much about it. Just keep making videos. And then if your CTR is in a good place, then I would start focusing on my watch time. So both is the answer, but I would look at CTR first. If I could use fiber in my hands, I would go insane. Oh, let's see. What's the best microphone app and the best screen recorder for iPhone? The best screen recorder is a app called Record It. It's this pink. See if this will focus. There it is. It's just called Record It. It's that right there. That is the paid version. There's no limitations on that one in terms of quality, bit rate and stuff. But that's what I use for all of my screen recordings on an iPhone because iPhone has a native screen recorder. You can record, it's built into the iPhone, but you can't change the bit rate. You can't change the frame rate. You can't change anything. But with Record It, you can. What's the best microphone app? Yeah, that's an open-ended question. Instead of thinking about microphone app, think about the microphone that you're going to get. Now, I think the best microphone for an iPhone is this one. It's the Shure MV88 Plus. It actually comes with a kit. It's the microphone. It's a clamp, not this one. It's a different one. Hold on here. Let me move this. It's a different clamp and a different grip here, but it comes as a kit. It's the MV88 Plus, and it has a headphone jack in the back so you can monitor your sound, and it actually comes with an app. And you can control how this actually works. So if you want to record information just coming directly from the front of the mic, you can keep it nice and narrow, or you can widen the field to record more on the sides. You can set it up to where you can record interviews and it will record on both sides. Very versatile microphone. Not cheap, but that's probably the best one you can get for a iPhone. I hate winter because I can't be in the shop. Yeah, man. Like, there's something about just making stuff. I don't know what it is. Travis, on my second channel, I got 6 subs. Right on. I started my channel in October. There you go. The YouTube streets are hard. Yeah, Flyride gets it. I would freak out if I couldn't work with my hands. Those of you who work with your hands, you know exactly what I'm talking about with this. Like, not being able to work with my hands for 10 months is driving me crazy. It's driving me absolutely crazy. And it's made me rethink things. Like, I didn't realize how important that was to me until I couldn't do it. And now that I can't do it, I'm thinking, wow, like that really makes me happy. Like I really enjoy making stuff with my hands. Even if it's something nobody ever sees, I enjoy tinkering and building things. And like, yeah, so it's really got me kind of rethinking things in terms of, how I want to move forward with things and, that sort of, the idea of building a van, getting into van life. That just, yeah, it'd be cool to travel in the van, but the idea of actually building the van that's like way more interesting to me. That's why I was telling Neil, who's in here, who just started a van company, to remodel the vans. I'm thinking like, man, that's fantastic. I ought to fly him over when the pandemic's over and build a van with him. You've been baking a lot. That helps. Yep. Okay, which app is best for making your phone as a webcam? Okay, so if you're a gamer, I would recommend check out Prism Live Studio and look at their screen share feature. That's going to allow you to broadcast your game. You can also look at Streamlabs Mobile. You can also look at a new app that came out called Stream Champs. That's pretty good. Let me see here. You should play Guitar D. That'll mess your fingers up nicely. I'm a bass player. I've been playing I got my first guitar, I think, when I was like 15, and then I moved to bass when I was about 17. And then I got out of high school and went to music school for a year, was out in California. Man, I was a bass player for a long time. And then when I moved to Thailand, I didn't take it over, and I got carpal tunnel syndrome, and I don't play so much anymore. But now, yeah, I would love to, just something. I would love to be sitting around here with my bass or something. So much funk tonight. I love it. Yes. Love your setup. Hey, thank you. I'm still working on it. Like, I'm happy with the main shot. This is the second cam that I've got set up, just because if people were asking what I'm actually working with, how I'm doing my audio and that sort of thing. So I've got this set up, and then I've got my Samsung here as this device, so you can see, the A10 Mini, or if I wanted to show something here or show, talk about a product or something, I can do that. But thank you. But it's glitching. So I've been using this thing on Twitch, getting used to it. No twitching whatsoever. Now it's twitching, and I don't know why. I'm getting twitches in here. Roger, have a good one, brother. Stay safe. Thank you so much for stopping by, man. I subbed again. Click the bell so I know all is notified. All right, let's see here. Van Man D. Totally, man. Totally, I would. I have a fence you can replace. Yeah, man. I don't know about, just repairing a fence. I don't want to be a handyman, but I just like making my own stuff, That's great, man. I ended up making a channel last week, but made completely different from my current one. Really easy to edit and stuff. YouTube is fun again. You should do it. Dude, I'd love to see the channel, man. You're a really creative dude. I'd like to see what you've come up with. Yeah, I that's kind of what I've been thinking about. Not being able to make stuff for 10 weeks just makes me think about, like, man, like what? Like, I'm really missing that. And I'm thinking about, do I want to start a second channel just for fun? You know what I mean? Just for fun? I don't know. But that's a commitment, right? Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. Stuff swirling around up here, maybe. Looks smooth on my end. Okay, good, man. Thank you. Hey, D, will you edit these live streams down into 10 to 15 minute shorter videos? Currently, I'm not doing clips. I've considered doing clips. I know my brother started doing clips, and they're doing very well. I've considered doing them, but I don't know yet if I want to or not. We'll see. Bass player. That explains the funk love. Yeah, so okay, so here's a story. Story time. So when I got out of school, one of the things that I did is I went to Musicians Institute, BIT. They have MIT, BIT, all that stuff, out in LA. I was out there for a year. And man, I learned from so many. Hey, Dan, how you doing, man? Creator Fundamentals. How you doing, buddy? Hope you're doing well. I took classes from so many different people, and they had different seminars coming in. Like, I took some lessons from Billy Sheehan and Stu Ham, just Victor Wooten, like just so many amazing people. Though he's not a bass player, Paul Gilbert, the guitar player. Like, I just learned from so many people. But the guy who lived above me in the apartment, just by freak chance, I got to know this guy who lived above me. He was this older dude. He used to play bass for James Brown back in the day. Way back in the day, he was a bass player for James Brown. I learned more from that guy. We would just jam. Like, I would just go up to his place, and we would just jam, and he would just like teach me stuff. That's actually where I learned all about funk, all about the history of funk, all about everything you can learn about funk. From that dude, I learned more from the guy who lived upstairs from me, about playing, just playing in the pocket and playing with other people. And I learned the theory at school, but I learned actually how to groove and how to play and all that stuff. And, from the dude who lived upstairs from me. He was such a phenomenal player. Phenomenal player. Good stuff, man. Good stuff. Story time. Yeah. The funny thing is, like, you almost can't even make this stuff up. His nickname was Cat Daddy, believe that or not. And he looked, if you can envision, I don't know how old he was at the time. I'm going to guess he was like, at the time, late 40s, early 50s at the time. I'm guessing. His name is Cat Daddy. And if you can imagine what a dude named Cat Daddy would look like, you're probably spot on. Like if you know who Bootsy Collins is, so on the scale of 1 to Bootsy Collins, Cat Daddy is a solid 7. If you're a musician, you know what that means. That scale from a 1 to Bootsy Collins, he's a 7. Oh man. All right, I got to get back to the questions here. This is so funny. Next question from Nicky Nick, 2021. How hard is YouTube? It's hard, man. Don't think in terms of YouTube, how hard is YouTube, because YouTube requires discipline. YouTube requires you to actually put in the work, but you're going to put in the work doing something. Like, you're going to do something. So, how hard is YouTube? I would back up and I would ask the question of, how bad do you want it? Don't think of how hard is YouTube. Think about, how bad do you want it? Whatever you want to make videos about, if you want to be a successful YouTuber, if you want to be a full-time creator and make this your living, how bad do you want it? That's the question to ask. Not how hard is it, because it's hard. It's not impossible at all. You can totally do it, but how bad do you want it? That's the question to ask. I call my name Cat Daddy. Yeah. Awesome. Oh, the famed Bootsy Collins scale. Yeah. Astronomical, baby. Oh. All right, next question. This one is from Fanatic J. How to get more views and subscribers fast. I'm not even going to answer that one. Corn Freak 78. I just got my iPhone 12 Pro Max today. Right on. I upgraded from an iPhone XS Max. So far, I'm really disappointed. I might even be using the settings wrong, but thus far, taking pictures and video with my new iPhone Pro Max is really bumming me out. The reason being, it seems that everything is way oversaturated. I'm hearing that a lot. Everything is so bright, it doesn't look right at all. I honestly prefer the pictures and the look with the XS Max. My question is there a way to turn down all that brightness when taking pictures or video with the 12 Max? If there is, I would appreciate any info on that. Okay, so this is actually a common thing that I've been hearing. I was going to buy the 12 Pro Max because I've got a mobile channel and I thought it was the right thing to do. However, I haven't seen any videos or any photos where I'm like, that's worth $1,000 or that's worth $1,500. Like, it looks a little bit better. Like, if you know what to look for, it looks a little bit better in some situations than the 11 Pro. Generally speaking, I would say if you have an 11 or if you have a 10S, maybe even a 10, besides image stabilization and nighttime photography, I don't think that it's worth upgrading for. Personal opinion. Unless you need the image stabilization. That being said, since the 12 came out, the 11 Pro it's a great deal right now. And to most people out there, you're not going to tell a difference between these cameras. The 12 has a little bit better stabilization, takes pictures a little bit better in the nighttime. Video is just a little bit better, but it's not like, oh my God, like this is going to change everything. To your question, can you change the brightness? Yeah, you can. Yeah, you can. So what you want to do, let me see if I can do this here. Let me change my cameras here. See, I don't have my focus set up here, but okay. So if you're just using the native camera that comes with your phone, it's going to look like this, right? So if it's too bright, and this works for video and it works for photo, what you want to do is tap and hold. And when you tap and hold, you're going to get an AEAF lock. It's going to turn yellow, and you can't really see that here. You can see a little box up there. And then once, you know what, let me try to do it this way. So let it focus. You're going to see this little lock up here. And then you can take your finger, or look at the smudges, and you can press and hold gently, and you can pull it up and down, and you're going to add brightness or you can darken it a little bit. So if your iPhone is too bright, let me, it's kind of hard to do it backwards here. So you can press it and hold it, and it's going to lock. You don't have to lock it, but this is the easiest way to do it, to lock the focus to. Oops, and I just changed it. Hold on. It's hard to do it backwards. There it is. You got the lock, and you can just slide it down, and it will get darker. So that works for both video and for photo. Now, you can get third-party apps. There's a great app called Halide. I don't know how you pronounce it. Let me get up closer, see if you can focus on that one. I'm not sure if you can. The autofocus is not working too well. Oh, let's see. Let's get in here. Boom. This one right here called Halide, that's really good. You can completely dial in your look there. And Moment Pro Camera, that one is also really good for photos as well. So either the native camera, control it manually, get Halide, or get Moment Pro Camera. Let me get this back in focus there. So one of those will work. I pull the exposure down on nearly every photo. It tends to be over bright and overexposed. Yeah, generally speaking, when you're taking pictures with your phone and you think you're going to use those pictures, post them on Instagram or something like that, it's always a good idea to slightly underexpose the picture. Pull it down just a little bit. That way, when you open it up in Snapseed or in Lightroom and you start adjusting the colors, it gives you a little bit more wiggle room without blowing it out. So if you do need to bump it back up a little bit and adjust things, that pulling it down a little bit like that makes it a little bit, gives you more wiggle room. Movie Pro or Filmic Pro is great for tweaking video settings. Yes, and the cool thing about Filmic Pro, which I'm using right now, so Filmic Pro can now work as a webcam. You still have to get the right adapters and everything. So with an iPhone, hold on. Let me see what I got here. Hang on. No, I don't have it. Oh, yeah, I do. Yeah, I do. So with an iPhone, you're going to need to pick up, this is a Lightning port. And if you have an iPad or a USB-C connection, you need to get the one with USB-C. But the output is HDMI, and it also has the charger here. So this is a pass-through charger. So basically, the Lightning port plugs into your iPhone, HDMI goes out, and then you can get a, let's see if I've got, of course, I don't have one of those here either. You can use some sort of a capture card. Any capture card will work. They make like $20 capture cards that they sell on. Here it is. Here's one. So you can get this on Amazon. This little thing costs like $20. It's like a $20 capture card. So the HDMI cable comes out of this. It goes into this, and it'll plug into your computer. And then Filmic Pro, which is the best video app available, now turns into a webcam. So you've got a great video recording app that also doubles as a webcam. Now, this particular camera isn't that great. It's a Samsung Galaxy S9, but it gets the job done. What was that app then? Halide. Yeah, I believe it's spelled, I always spell it incorrectly. It's spelled, give me 1 second here. I'll type it in the chat. H-D-E. Halide? I'm not sure. Hey, Narfield, how's it going, man? Cheap $20 eBay capture cards work best, better than the $100 brand names. Yeah, they work well, man. Question. If I'm using Switcher Studio to film video projects with several iOS devices, would I use Filmic Pro on the devices as well for recording options? No. So inside of Switcher, right, like every device that you want to use in Switcher Studio, you have to install Switcher. So let's say you have an iPad and you say, this is the one that's going to be the controller, right? Then all the other devices, you actually, as you set them up, it says you want to make this the controller or do you want to use this as a camera, you make that a camera. And then they all send their signals to the controller, be it your iPad or your phone, whichever one you designate as a controller. And that's how you control everything. You don't need to use Filmic Pro for that. Everything is done inside of Switcher Studio, which is a fantastic app, by the way. All right, next question. And by the way, sorry to hear about your iPhone 12. I'm hearing that a lot, but you can dial it down. Vlogger Tom asks the next question. As a smaller channel, would it be better to wait until there's growth before doing something like a Patreon for those who want to support the channel in any manner or form? When's the right time to do that? Go for it. There's no hard rule that says you have to wait for any sort of monetization or any particular channel size. If you have a handful of people who you think will join your Patreon, go for it. Go for it. You just have to think about what are you going to offer them to make it worth their while. So just think that through. Think what perks, think what you're going to do with them, or do with them. Think what you're going to do for them to, give them incentives to actually join Patreon. But yeah, go for it. Go for it. You're great to listen to on my 4-hour drive and join. Good to hear, man. Focus on the road. Focus on the road. Stanley Orchard, what's going on, man? Whoa, that mobile setup is for real. Yeah, this thing is great. This thing is absolutely great. The cool thing about all of this stuff, all of this gear that you're looking at here, it all fits into carry-on luggage that goes into an airplane. Nothing goes under the plane with all of this stuff. All of this stuff fits into carry-on. So it's truly a mobile streaming kit. It's pretty cool. All right, next question. From Vlogger Tom. I think I answered that one. Oh, yep, gotcha. Next question from Fanatic J. How do I get more subscribers on YouTube without doing sub for sub? Okay, yeah, you never want to do sub for sub. You get more subscribers by making videos that satisfy people. If you're making videos that people like, they're going to subscribe. It's really that simple. No one wants to swallow the pill of, man, my videos just aren't really that good enough. Like, that's a hard pill to swallow because everybody in here is doing their best. Everybody in here is making the best content that they can make. You're all doing your best. You're putting in a ton of hard work. So it's really hard. And everybody at every size, we all feel this. Sometimes you put those videos out and they just don't convert. They don't do well. The watch time is bad. You don't get the views. Maybe you don't get the subscribers, whatever. And it's like, hey, man, I did the best I could. I put so much work into this and it's not paying off. But the reality of it is, for every channel out there, if you make videos that when people click on those videos, that they got what they came for, when they leave your video, they're satisfied. All right, they're like, wow, that was a great video. I clicked on the thumbnail, I watched the video. When it's over, they either watched another video or they went and did something else. But either way, like, that's a good video. Like, the more you do that, the more you increase the chance that they're going to subscribe. Of course, you can ask them to subscribe. You can give them a little nudge. For example, perfect example right here. How many people have given this a thumbs up yet? There's 140 thumbs up on this video. Who has not given this video a thumbs up yet? If you have not given this video a thumbs up yet, give it a thumbs up right now. Give it a thumbs up. Let's see this thing go. Let's see if it's 141. Let's see if we can get it up to 150. Right? Sometimes you just got to just remind people, because sometimes they're just watching your video and like, oh yeah, I didn't think about hitting the like, or I didn't think about subscribing. So sometimes you just got to remind them. But if you are going to ask them to subscribe, tell them why they should subscribe. For example, I might say something like, let's say they clicked in on a video and the video is about how to live stream with your iPhone. Well, I might say something like, if you want to learn how you can live stream, or no, let's say they watched the video on how to live stream with your iPhone. So I might say, if you want to learn even more live streaming tips and techniques that can make you a better live streamer with your iPhone, hit that subscribe button followed by the notification bell so you don't miss out on future videos. I told them what they're going to get if they're going to subscribe, right? Versus, hey, subscribe to my channel. Okay, maybe. But if you tell them what they're going to get if they subscribe, right? Dangling it out there. Hey, this is what you're going to get. This is what you're going to get if you're going to subscribe. Tell them. Believe it or not, that stuff helps. Did we get to 150 yet? Oh, you guys rock. Look at that. Look at that. All right, next question. Fixing it blind once again here. How do I get more subs? Okay, I answered that one. A joyful past. He says, I'm wondering if most YouTubers carry liability insurance in case they get sued or something in a video. I don't know anybody who carries liability insurance because of the content that they make. That being said, if you have content where you're bringing other people into your videos or you're doing pranks or something like that, I would definitely seek legal counsel on that one and see what they have to say, because if somebody gets hurt, you prank somebody, they fall down a flight of stairs or they have a heart attack and die, yeah, you could absolutely get sued. So depending on the type of content, I mean, I make tutorials. Come at me, bro. Come at me, bro. I don't care. But like if you're doing something where somebody could actually get injured, or maybe if you're giving financial advice, I don't know. I'm sure there's disclaimers you can put out there. But if you're making questionable content, definitely have a consultation with an attorney, see what they say. For me and for everybody I know in the education space, no, that's not something that would be an issue for us. It's a great question, though. Next question from Dofi Dopes. How to get confident on making YouTube videos. If you lack confidence on your YouTube videos, it's because you just haven't done it enough yet. You haven't done it enough yet. That's really what it comes down to, right? Like, let's say you speak a second language a little bit, right? Let's say English is your first language and you're trying to learn Spanish. You're probably not confident enough yet to just walk out somewhere and start trying to have a conversation in Spanish or making a video in Spanish. You lack the confidence because you're just not good enough at it yet. But the more you learn, the more you practice, the more you try to communicate, and the more you study, you're going to get better. And eventually, through trial and error, through tons of practice, you're going to feel confident to go out and start speaking to people and to make those videos and that sort of thing. So just practice, like everything else. Practice, practice, practice. Next question. And repetition, right? Do it a lot. Do it often. Do it often. And you're going to find that if after you make 50 videos, 75 videos, 100 videos, 150 videos, you're going to have confidence because you've done it a lot. Jake's FTW asks the next question. I play on a Samsung A10. I want to make a Call of Duty sniping montage, but all the recorders randomly stops. It's because your phone is a potato. Or, so here's what's happening. If your phone is crashing, if you can't screen record, if you can't play the games, your phone is not strong enough to play Call of Duty and screen record based on the settings of your gameplay and based on the settings of your screen recorder. So your options are, your best chances are, you got to go into the screen recorder, reduce the bit rate. Instead of trying to do 1080p, knock it down to 720. Instead of having a really high bit rate, drop that down as well and see if that works. It's possible that your phone just can't handle it, right? You're asking a lot of your phone, and that's not a very powerful phone, so that could be the case. But you're going to have to lower the quality of the screen recording. And your phone still might not even handle it. You're asking a lot of your phone. Can you make a video on your phone which is only made on a mobile phone? I've got plenty of them. Basically, anything that you see that's outside, that's not in a studio. If I'm in my studio in Niman Live, I've got access to cameras and all that stuff, so it's made with cameras. Anytime I'm outside, anytime I'm not in the studio, it's all done on a phone. And next question. Bare Naked Truth Podcast. Question is, how do I get better at SEO as a podcaster without having how-to in the title of my descriptions? You just don't put how-to. Don't put how-to. So let's say I'm trying to do tutorials where, how to go live with your iPhone. All right. I could drop how-to and just say, go live with your iPhone, or just live stream with your iPhone. Best live streaming apps for your iPhone. Best way to go live with your phone. All right? Just drop how-to. That's all you got to do. Don't think that you're getting trapped into the how-to. You just got to think about different ways to word it. Next question. Living on the borderline. If a video is age restricted, is it eligible for monetization? Ooh, good question. And I think the answer is no on that one. Doug, if you're in the chat, please correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe if you age restrict your video, That also means that you're restricting the type of ads that can play. So because they can't collect data. Well, no. Hold on. Sorry, wrong. Sorry, I'm wrong. I'm thinking kids channel. If you age restrict your video, you're just telling people under the age of 18 that they can't come in. So if adults come in, they should be able to run ads on that. The question then becomes, who is going to run an ad on an age restricted video? Yeah, sorry, I had that backwards going in. So yes, they can run ads, but it's probably limited to the companies that will want to run ads on an age-restricted video. So it will still be monetized if you're monetized, but you might get a lower CPM. Well, you probably will get a lower CPM on that because it is age-restricted. But in terms of kids channels, yeah, kids channels are not monetized because they can't collect data on the kids anymore. That's what the whole COPPA thing was about. Next question, Raid. Why can't my video on this channel, 1,000 plus subs, get in short stories, but on another channel, alt channel, they can? You're talking about shorts? Yes, I use stories. What? You talking about stories or shorts? Okay, so if you're looking about access to stories, that's one thing. If you're talking about access to shorts, everybody has access to shorts. It has to be shot in vertical format. I need to hydrate. It needs to be shot in vertical format, under 1 minute in length, and you need to put hashtag shorts in either your title or your description. And it's going to load it up there. Shorts is still rolling out to everybody, so that short shelf on the main homepage isn't exactly there yet for everybody. It's going to be. So yeah, you've got access to it. It's just not doing anything special right now, that's all. And maybe you're making shorts that people are not responding to, so they're just not getting any traction. Some people are doing really well with them, though. Pivot Shot asks the next question. Hey, D, I see photos of well-known figures, actors, athletes, and people's thumbnails. Is that legal? If so, what's a good site to get photos of well-known figures? Anytime you're using content of other people like that. So there are Creative Commons websites. You just look for Creative Commons. Sometimes you can find stuff on there. But generally speaking, if you're using a photograph of somebody else, someone actually owns that photo. The photographer, a media company, somebody owns that actual photo. Most people get away with putting stuff like that in a thumbnail on YouTube. Every now and then, somebody will get a copyright claim, sometimes a copyright strike. It's kind of a gray area. People get away with it. But just anytime, all those images are owned. Somebody owns the rights to those. If they see your video, they can claim it. They could strike it if they wanted to. But as you've seen, so many people get away with it, especially if they do it in a way where they're trying to exercise fair use. Maybe it's commentary. Maybe they're trying to show how they do something. There's certain ways to get around it. There's a lawyer. His name is Ian Corzine. Doug, if you can drop a link to Ian Corzine's website or channel, that would be great. He's kind of become known as the YouTube lawyer, and he has several great videos on fair use, and he explains what fair use is and best practices for fair use. So go check that out. There's ways to do it. Still small risk though. Next question from Ashiro YT. How to make searchable titles. The best way to make searchable titles is to go to YouTube or go to Google, start to type in keyword phrases that you're interested in. You're going to see a drop down of all these different words and phrases and these sentences. That's what people are looking for. So pick one, make that your title, right? If I went to YouTube and I started to type in how to record with, it's going to start dropping down Android, iPhone, PlayStation 5, whatever. Like those are all things people are searching for. Make videos, make titles with what people are searching for. Because that's exactly what they're searching for. Next question, the Janator 123. Which website do you use to sell merch? Like for me, Mr. Beast has made a website called Mr. Beast Shop. So you can use Teespring, teespring.com. You can also use Spreadshirt. Spreadshirt definitely has better quality, but it's a little bit more complicated to upload to. There are some other options up there, but in terms of if you're monetized, you're inside the YouTube Partner Program, those are the two that you can actually connect to your YouTube channel, and it will show up in your merch shelf if you want to do that. So Teespring or Spreadshirt. And what Mr. Beast did there, so he's got MrBeastShop.com. He's probably using a t-shirt service that allows him, like Spreadshirt, for example. But I mean, also he's at the size where he could do it himself too. Actually, no, he's autographing those. Okay, so what he did, sorry, I had to think about that for a second. In Mr. Beast's case, because he's autographing those shirts, he bought the shirts, he got a website, he's paying for hosting. He's probably using something like WordPress or Shopify or something like that to actually take the orders. He's got the credit card processor in there, or PayPal if they process the order. He's actually autographing the shirts, and he's actually sending them out himself. So he's operating on a different level. For us mere mortals, Spreadshirt, you can do that. You can set up your own shop. Then you can get your domain name, www.thejanator.com, and you can forward that to your actual shop. Next question from Mia Diva. What city are you in Mexico? I'm in Querétaro, about 3 hours from Mexico City. What's the most inexpensive recommendation for equipment while using 2 Android phones for filming live, being able to switch cameras and add sound effects? So 2 Android phones for filming live. Okay, so I would probably use StreamYard for that. What I would do is I would set up one StreamYard, StreamYard, set up the main account, and you would get an invite link, invite a guest, copy that link, send it to the other Android phone with an email, and then that Android becomes a second camera. You want to turn off the audio, and it actually helps if you open up that browser in incognito mode and then kill the audio. And now you have 2 camera sources inside of StreamYard, and you can switch back and forth. So you can turn the audio on if you want when you switch back and forth. In terms of sound effects, how could you do that on a phone? I'm not sure. I'd have to think about how you would do that through StreamYard on a phone with only 2 Androids. But with the 2 phones, that would totally work. I think my next video on StreamYard on my channel that's coming is about how to add a guest on StreamYard. It'll either be how to add a guest or how to use two cameras on StreamYard, and I'll show you that process. In terms of sound effects, StreamYard doesn't have anything yet for sound effects, and I'm not quite sure how to use the 2 to add the sound effects in there. I'll have to give that some thought. But you can definitely use the 2 phones, 2 different camera angles, and you can switch them back and forth. I'm just not sure about the sound effects. Not sure on that one. OBS Ninja. Can you run that though on an Android? Can you run 2 Androids, 2 camera sources with sound effects on that? I'll have to check that out. I'm guessing it's better quality than the Streamlabs one. Yeah, it's just a totally different experience. Streamlabs is an app, and it only allows one phone. Streamlabs is more for gaming, really, for the app. StreamYard is great for talking head type live streams like this. Yes, interesting. Okay, yeah, I'll have to check that out. I'm actually going to take a picture of this so I can research that. Thank you. I've heard the name of OBS Ninja, but I didn't know that you could actually set that up and run that through StreamYard on phones. I'll have to check that out. Yeah, Doug too. Yeah, thank you, man. What was the iPhone 12 Pro that you bought thinking of buying this one? No, I actually have the 11 Pro. I went to buy the 12 Pro Max, but because I'm in Mexico, the import taxes, it was super expensive. So I'm going to stick with my 11 Pro. Also, after seeing the comparisons between the 12 and the 11, if you have an 11, I wouldn't spend the money. Honestly, I wouldn't. Now that I've seen the picture, the comparison between the pictures and the videos. So many tech YouTubers are like, oh my God, this is the best thing ever. But when you look at people who are actually using these on a regular basis and they're putting like real life comparisons between pictures and videos, it's not worth the money. iOS 13 or iPhone 13 when that comes out, yeah, I'll probably make the jump to that one. But the 11 Pro, these are actually really good price right now because the 12 is the new one. So these came down in price. This is a great deal. StreamYard is for the goats. Yeah, InShot's good at editing. Look, when it comes to video editing, especially with the apps, it really comes down to which apps do what you need them to do. It's really that simple. Which apps have the features that you need and which app plays well with your phone, right? If InShot works great on your phone and it has all the features you need as an editor, then it's a great app. But if you're like, hey, it doesn't do something that I need it to do, then you're going to have to find a different app. What's up, Sammy? How can you put in cards on the end of the videos? Okay, what you need to do is open up Chrome browser, put it in desktop mode, the browser, go into YouTube Studio, go find your video. And when you go into the part where you can edit your description and everything, over on the far right-hand side, you're going to see an option to add cards or add in-screen. You go into add in-screen and you do it there. StreamYard is the greatest of all time for guests. Yes. Yes, 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 yes. All right, I'm scrolling through the chat here. So Mia, as Mark said, check out OBS Ninja. I've never used that one. So check that out. That might do it. I'm just not sure about the sound effects. Like everything else, yes, but the sound effects, I'm not sure. Man, my glitches are coming back. What is going on? I'm not sure what is happening. Yes, Spreadshirt is free. Teespring is free. Spreadshirt is free. They just take a commission. Beast, yes, you just pay a small portion for each shirt. Yep. Anyone in the chat know if it's free? Yeah, yes, it is. Okay, I see. I was coming in. I was reading the info backwards. Yeah, man, happy to help, dude. Yeah, I think the 11 Pro is a steal right now. I mean, if you're coming from something like the 8, the 12 is going to be amazing, right? But like really, like I couldn't justify the price. I've got a mobile YouTube channel. I could have made a bunch of videos and really, I could have probably even made my money back. But it was just like, it was super expensive because of where I am. And I just wasn't impressed. Like the quality difference for, the 11 versus the 12, I was like, you know what? That's just, I'm going to skip one. I'm going to skip this one and wait for the 13. Let me see here. StreamYard just keeps getting better. Audio used to be poor, but now they've really stepped it up, and now they have good sounding stereo audio. Yeah, and while you can download audio now, you're going to be able to download individual audio tracks soon, which is going to be really cool. So instead of everything just being grouped into one, you can download them individually. That's going to be dope. Hey, Tony, what's going on, man? So you came from the XR. Yeah, that's probably a good upgrade from the XR. How you doing, man? Hope you are doing well in these crazy times. Yeah, I would think maybe the XR and probably the 10. I'm trying to think where I wouldn't upgrade from. If you've got an 11, I would not upgrade. The 10S. So if you have a 10S, camera quality is definitely better. Is it $1,000 better? No. But what you're going to get in the 12 or in the 11 that you don't have in the 10S or the 10 or the XR is you're going to get really good image stabilization in the video, and you're going to get better nighttime photography. So that's something that the XS doesn't have and the XR doesn't have. But the image stabilization for video, like I can go out and I can vlog with my 11 Pro. I can vlog with this thing. I put it in the 0.5 lens, which is the wide angle lens. I just stick it out in front of me, right? I just stick it out in front of me like this. I go just like, I'll go out just like this and go out and vlog. And it's so smooth that I don't even need to use a gimbal for vlogging. Don't get me wrong. If I was a filmmaker, I was trying to do something For like some film festival, I would definitely get a gimbal. But for just vlogging and general YouTube stuff, man, you don't need a gimbal anymore, starting with the 11. And the 12 actually improved the stability. It's not, $1,500 better, but it's a little bit better. Let's see. Would an XR be good for vlogging? The problem with the older phones with vlogging, just like I said, they lack the stability. So you can vlog with it. Don't let it stop you. If that's what your budget is, that's your budget. But the difference between anything under the 11 is that when you go out and you're holding the phone, you're going to definitely have some shake. The 11 has really good stabilization. And then in the 12, they've made that stabilization even better. So by stabilization, I mean that you don't see the camera shake so much. It smooths it out. It has, there's an AI in there. It's all computational to where it's doing everything automatically for you, keeping everything smooth. They have that with the 11 and the 12. They don't have that in the XR. The image quality is good, but you lack that stabilization. But if you just put it on a tripod, if you're just putting your phone on a tripod and it's stable, and you're doing talking head stuff like this, or you just learn how to hold it stable. I shot a lot of videos on my iPhone 7 and my iPhone 8. I did some vlogs with it, and I just because I know how to hold it still, right? I'm mindful of it, so I held it still. It shook a little bit, but man, the iPhone, I don't even think about it. I can open this up and go out and vlog anytime. I don't even need a microphone sometimes because the audio is good enough. It's not great, but it's good enough. I'm not going to skip a video because I don't have a microphone with this phone. I don't have a gimbal. I don't have a microphone. No way, man. I'll just put this thing up and I'll just start recording if I have to. Look at the glitch happening, man. Right on the fence with the XS, doesn't have enough to take the plunge yet. Yeah, I mean, I would say if you're vlogging and you got a lot of hand movement, the stability is great. It's not $1,200 great. It's not $1,500 great. Can I use my iPhone as my webcam on OBS or StreamYard? Yes, you can. Yes, you can. So Tony, there's a bunch of different ways you can do that. And I actually have, so I've got to make a new video for the StreamYard channel. And one of those videos is going to be how to use your phone as a webcam. Now, let me show you real quick, Tony. So there's a couple ways you can do it. You can do it wirelessly, and there's a couple of different apps to do it, or Epoch Cam. So I'm dropping the name of two apps in the chat right now. One of them is IV Cam. Another one is Epoch Cam. You can use them wirelessly, which gives you some lag, or you can plug them in USB right to your computer. And StreamYard or Streamlabs will actually recognize that as a camera source. So that's one way to do it. If you want the best way to do it, get yourself a lightning port to HDMI, right? Plugs into your phone, HDMI out into a capture card, like a $20 capture card into your computer, then get Filmic Pro. Filmic Pro now has clean HDMI out, so you can turn off all the guides and all the settings inside of Filmic Pro, and you're gonna get the absolute best picture quality possible. However, that's the most complicated way to do it. The easiest way, IV Cam or Epoch Cam. There's some other apps as well, but those are the two that have worked the best for me. Yeah, I think between Epoch Cam and IV Cam is probably my choice over the two. Yeah, you've also got NDI. There's NDI that you can use. I find that there's more of a lag with NDI. The one that's worked the best was probably IV Cam plugged in USB. That one's probably gave me the less headache and had the least amount of lag. So right now, Tony, this shot right here, this is an old Samsung. This is a Samsung S9. So the quality is not that good, but I'm using Filmic Pro, and don't mind the glitches. The glitches is from the A10 Mini. I'm using Filmic Pro on the Samsung S9 to get this shot. It's routing HDMI into the A10 Mini. That's causing my glitches. And then it's coming right in through StreamYard that way. Right on, man. Yeah, it heats up the phone pretty quick. Yeah, so that's also the negative of the app. So IV Cam and Epoch Cam, they can heat your phone up. This shot using, this one right here. So I'm touching the back of the phone right now of Filmic Pro running on the Samsung. It's plugged in, getting power. It's just a tad bit warm, but it's not hot at all. And this thing's been running for 3 hours now. Versus IV Cam was causing my 11 to overheat. Epoch Cam would also get it pretty hot. But again, you know, that's 2 hour stream. But if you just go live for like 15, 20 minutes, 30 minutes or something, it should be all right. Boy, this thing is glitching like crazy. I don't know what's going on. Maybe there's a firmware update or something. It's nice seeing the update. It's cool. Or the setup is cool. Yeah, glad you like it. Hey, what's going on, man? How long does it normally take you to go live via mobile after you hit 1,000 subs? So I've got news for you. You don't have to wait to hit 1,000 subscribers to go live. What you have to do, though, is verify your channel. Go to youtube.com/verify. And it's going to tell you if you're verified or not. And if you're not verified, it's going to walk you through the process of how you verify your channel. Once you go through the process, they're going to send you an SMS code. You put the code back to the website, and then you got to wait about 24 hours. And then you can go live stream using a third-party service, StreamYard, Prism Live Studio, Streamlabs, something like that. What they're doing with the 1,000 subscribers is you only cannot go live with the YouTube app itself, only on a mobile device. You can do it on a computer, but you can't do it on a mobile device. No idea why. But you can use a third-party service to go live. You just have to verify your channel first. Hey, what's going on? I'm not checking out your channel again. I'm not pulling anybody up today. That's right. Smash that like. Hey, Desmond. Does it charge the phone while it's being used, D, on Filmic Pro? It does if you have the correct adapter. So if you're getting the adapter, you have to make sure that the charging port is passed through. It's very important. So this is a really weird thing that's happening. So this is my Samsung Galaxy S9, but this is the Apple, because the Samsung is USB-C, right? So this is an Apple USB-C to HDMI out. I use it for my iPad. So if I wanted to use my iPad and bring it in here, I would plug this into my iPad, right? Now this is where it gets finicky. It would not let me use, the Apple adapter here would not let me use the charging cable that came with Samsung. You know, the USB-C, or to plug it in and then USB-C into the adapter. It would not let me use the Samsung. It wouldn't pass through. However, when I plugged in an official Apple cable, it passed through. So this is an official Apple adapter and an official Apple cable, and the charge passes through to both my iPhone and to my Samsung. If I use the Samsung cable, the power doesn't pass through. Something about Apple, they're not allowing that to happen. So you got to make sure that it passes through it's a pass through, and you get the cables right. So you go Apple. Let me see here. Good morning, everybody. Hey, man, I'm glad you find the videos helpful. Can you answer my question, please? That would have been a good place to ask your question. And let me see. Oh, that would have been a second good place to ask your question. People are picky with their adapters and cables. Genuine is best. Yeah, absolutely. I always spend the money to get like I'm never going to get the knockoff stuff. For cable, like I might get like a Nomad brand cable or something like that because I know it works, but it has to be like a brand name or otherwise I know it's probably not going to work. Insane McLean, what is going on? Hey, Pablo, how's it going, man? Nice to see you. How you doing? Justin, have a good one, man. Let's see here. How can I stream Call of Duty mobile straight from my phone with my mic cam on and have my viewers be able to hear my friends on Discord? Everything on your phone, that's tough. So the best, this is a funny thing. The best mobile gamers on YouTube, they're using adapters like this, just like my setup here, and they're running those adapters out of their phone into their computer, and they're using their computer to capture the video and capture the audio. then they can pull the sound in, run Discord and all that stuff. Doing everything from a phone with everything you just asked. I don't know of a way to do that with the actual audio. Audio gets really tricky once you get into like broadcasting your signal and that sort of thing with the phone. So best way to do it is to get a computer and run the signal through if you want to do everything that you're talking about here. Because I'm not sure how to do it otherwise. Because once you start to broadcast your signal, audio gets really funky with how your phone handles the audio in the gameplay. Crazy gamer, easy on the spam, mate. Yep, you got it. Hello, thanks for everything you do. Help us new guys. Happy to help, man. How you doing, Denver Woods? Hope you're doing well. Hey, Desmond. What are those boards on your desk you're using, and can you use two phones instead of cameras? What are the boards? Which boards? What are the boards on your desk you're using, and can you use two phones instead of cameras? Oh, absolutely. So okay, so I'm using, this is the A10 Mini. This is the cheapest model. They have 3 of these models. This is the cheapest one. It's around $300 US. In the back of this, it has 4 HDMI inputs. So that means if you have 4 phones, as long as you have the correct cable to plug into your phone and you have an HDMI here, you run an HDMI cable into the back of this, and your phone or your camera becomes a camera source. You can have up to 4 of them. So this could be a phone. Actually, this was my phone, but it was overheating when I used to use an app, so I bought this camera. So this could be a phone. This could be a phone. This is a phone, and I have one more that's blank that I was going to turn into another shot, but I couldn't find the actual power brick. I couldn't find the other actual power brick so I could plug it in and charge it while I was doing it. So maybe next time. But you can have 4 inputs here. You can have 4 phones on here if you wanted to. Right. You cannot play a game and have Discord open at the same time on your phone. Right. Yeah, the phones get really weird. Like you can do it on a computer. Like you can broadcast, just like I'm doing here. I can send this signal. Here, I can just show you real quick on this. Actually, no, I'm not going to do that because then I'll lose this. But I'm sending this signal as a camera, but I can just as easily be sending a game the exact same way. So I could be using, say, Streamlabs and capturing my gameplay and capturing the audio on my computer and have Discord open and route everything the correct way that you want to do it. A lot of the top mobile gamers, that's actually how they're doing it. They're not just only doing everything on their phone. The phone alone has limitations when you want to do all this stuff with the game. What are you using to bring comments into the stream individual like this? It's called StreamYard. And if you want to get StreamYard, you can use it for free. Go there, StreamYardFree.com. You can stream 20 hours per week for free. The only thing is, if you're using the free one, you're going to get a logo in the top corner that looks like this. However, if you upgrade, it removes the logo. You can add, you can add little frames. Like I made all of these. You can put in graphics. You can play videos. Like if I wanted to put this in here, like in the past, I started with this. Right? Like I've got an ending one. Right? It plays videos. It has countdowns. So you can build all this stuff inside of StreamYard, and you can bring on a guest. You can bring up to 10 people. Now on the free version, I think they limit the amount of people you bring in to, I want to say 6. But still, you can bring guests in and have like a conversation. Fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. Hey, my mother's son, how you doing? Hope you're doing well. Yes, all of them. A10 Mini, yes. Thanks. Does that integrate into OBS or its own thing? It stands alone as its own thing. It's browser-based. So I'm using Chrome browser. Basically, you just type in StreamYard.com, you log in, and you connect your camera sources and your audio sources, and you're off and running. You can do it the opposite way. You can build everything inside of OBS. You can use OBS Virtual Cam, broadcast that to StreamYard. StreamYard will see that virtual cam as a camera source. And so you can use like the Elgato Stream Deck or whatever and run your OBS into StreamYard and then bring guests on and do it that way. So a lot of people do that. Okay. And on that note, that was a long stream, 3 hours. That's an hour longer than I expected it to be. So, so thank you everyone for dropping the awesome super chats. Great questions. Thanks for hanging out with me. Thanks to everyone who gave this a thumbs up. If you're a channel member, we will be going live on the channel for channel members here in the next few days. You guys have an awesome week, and I will see everybody next Sunday. Cheers.